Testing, 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 testing. Burp, 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 burp. 1, 2, 3, go. 3-second delay. Can I? Okay. All is good. And that brings us to another Saturday episode of me, your boy, Tasty Cake. And too many screens. Okay. Too many screens. How to reset Windows without losing your data. The easiest way to reset your Windows 10 or 11 PC is through the Settings app. You can also boot your PC into the Windows recovery environment to perform a reset. Although you can reset your Windows PC without losing data, it will remove all installed apps and revert system settings back to its defaults. Resetting a Windows PC is a surefire way to fix a variety of issues, from sluggish performance to software glitches. What's ever better is allows you to reset without losing your. Of course, I did not do that. I expected Geek Squad to do it, previously. But as I keep saying, when I went to pay, I don't know why I didn't just buy Driver's Booster 12.1 Pro again. It was only what cost me 40 cents, basically. I already have it. Why should I do it again? That's my brain. Because when the time comes again for the next year, I should have had everything all at one time. But boink. But anything from iOrbit Software Updater, and they give you like 90% at the best Black Friday deal was you get all of the stuff. It was 90% off, and it was next to nothing. We spend more stuff on toys. Spend more stuff on lunch, for God's sakes. And knock on wood, everything with Pro updated. It updated that stupid software problems with Windows Media Player and uh, Microsoft Maps. It was part of it. It's like boom, and I run the uh, Advanced System Care every. It's always going through like privacy traces because it's always going to be through junk files, invalid shortcuts, registry entries, system. Well, right now I have 1,600 privacy traces and 178 junk files, and that's going in just loading up Edge registry. I've had all these issues: invalid shortcuts, registry entries, system optimizations, internet improvements. That happens every day because of Wi-Fi. Registry fragments, disk optimizations, firewall. No, never had that problem. Outdated drivers, yes. Outdated software, those two. Spyware threats, no. System weaknesses, maybe. Security holes, yeah. And disk drive errors, I've had that. No issues with firewall or spyware threats. And there's internet improvements. I know tell me to close out the internet to go through this. Again, I'm not doing it. I'm on. Everything's good. Everything is kosher. But all these things, a third party program to deal with Big Brother and all the crap they put on computers. My dad never ran. We have Norton. He wants to keep Norton. Just run malware bytes and everything else. He never ran a full scan on his laptop. He did it. He started at 8 o'clock this morning, and it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probably been running for 9 hours because it goes through all the crap that's on a laptop. Now, my Frankenstein, yes, I've had a Frankenstein computers for a number of years now, replacing bits and pieces here and there. But with programs like this, and now soon you got to go to Windows 11 because 12 has to be superior with all the crap that's going through Windows 11. But the only way to go from, go to, I should say, no, skip it. I don't want to. I know privacy traces can be done later. Not worried about it. But fix. You're given all this crap, and you'll never use it. A lot of spyware stuff, And for the most part, it cleaned out 29.8 megabytes. 29.8 megabyte files cleaned. 197 files have been cleaned to free up the space. One item optimized for the internet. So I just don't click on the antivirus. I don't really need to click on firewall, but I just keep it there. Everything's check marked except for antivirus. I got speed up. I got done economy mode. I got startup optimizer, updater, action center, drive booster. Everything looks good there. Nothing's said otherwise. So just do a quick scan. It's like when people take vitamins. You just don't depend on your body to automatically say, okay, what's going to happen? What's going to work out because, everything's good. You drink juice, you drink something, you eat something, you help your body. That's the same thing. That's why, so I will back that stuff up. And everything's good, so I'm good with that. Now, funny, my friend in the UK who's made new 3D printed Cybermen for me. He made improvements on his other ones. And based on one that was a Cyberon, I was on Big Finish, it was BBV, the British Broadcasting Videos, before everything came out. It was on VHS tapes. So it was after Doctor Who. And so they made little shorts. So he made a Cyberon figure for me. Remake of 2 Cybermen. One based on the new comic book, Cybermen. He's made cookies. No, that was that dude who got arrested. No, that was Girls Gone Wild. Never mind. Girls Gone Wild, $9.95 a month. You can get all this. These girls going wild. This and that. Everything. Yeah. Quick buck, and that SOB got away with it. But when I do finish painting Larry, it's been sitting on my desk without sunglasses. He made a cookie. He made a mask based on the whole Order of 9. He's made a lamb that kind of looks like something that Funko would do. He made a bunch of cookies. I got a bunch of cookies all for that one little scene in the Christmas episode. So Larry will be done. Larry will be stuck in a box. Larry will be put back there. It'll be done. He asked about his ornaments because I had to reorder them because I can't find them. Yeah, send me money. Okay. The company was because he's in the UK, so it's Tannenbaum Holiday Shop in Wisconsin. A Doctor Who ornament. He wanted 2 of them. So now I had ordered 3 originally, 1 for myself, and I don't know where it is. So when I was cleaning up, so okay, I found Death's Head, which he wanted, and the Cybermen came in through Hallmark because couldn't get there. But these were the emoji bots. 12th Doctor story, $9 each. Beautiful design, and they're scale. They are scale with the figures, so they were short dudes. So he asked me about it. I just sent him a picture. It came in the mail today. I got them. Oh yeah. So these came in. I got to wrap them back properly. I'll send him the brochure just so he knows. But how does it a Doctor Who ornament, and the only place it's available still was at a Christmas store in Wisconsin, Sister Bay, Wisconsin. It's hilarious, and I'm grateful they still had it. I mean, I'm sure they had like 500 more. They're saying, "Oh my God, this guy bought 5 from us. Thank you. How about a discount? I'll buy the rest of them from you and sell them on. Not sell them on eBay. No, no. I'll sell them to my friends. Say, you want this? You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to. I'll redo the picture. I will take a picture again of this thing. Excuse me. I'll take a picture again. I will actually don't need to take the picture. I just need to go to the website again. I'll go on a website. Like I'm going to remember this. I'll go on a website, save it at Facebook, and say, "You want this ornament?" You know, I'm sure they want to sell it off. They'll be gracious enough, but it's only to United States and Canada. So that's a problem. So it's like finding someone who can get it for you. But because he wanted these ornaments, he wanted 2 the emoji bots, 1 Cyberman. I got to read the email again because I got 2 of them, yeah. Because otherwise it would have worth 3. He wanted 2 emoji bots, 1 Cyberman, and Death's Head. So he had made 3D printed versions of redoing 2 Cybermen, Cyberon, and the one based on the comic book, plus my accessories for my Funko Pop. And I paid for the 15th Doctor, Ruby Sunday, the general releases, and a sonic screwdriver, which we could just went to Home Depot or Lowe's and got the same kind of thing. But it keeps it all in line, so I'm good with it, you know. Really? That's kind of odd. I also went from 5 viewers to 3. That's pretty mean. Please, people, come on, tell your friends. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Oh, you see, got the mask back up, so it's saying that's anyway. I just need 4 more subscribers to make 200 subscribers. Holy moly, just 4 more subscribers. Push me over the 200 because you never know with bots, and I don't want to go creeping downward. Out of the 97 people on Instagram and the 941, which I know a lot of them have just multiple accounts. I know 2 of them are passed away. I want to keep the one alive because my friend, good friend of mine, and other people just not on anymore. So I figure 900 people, a little over 900 people on Facebook, and with Instagram should be 1,000 people. I should literally have 1,000 subscribers on this page and Spill the Geek Tea. I mean, come on. It's just, that's not much to ask for. Just subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. I know you won't. I know you can see it. Oh, come on. Come on now. Mr. Home Arcade will be on the show next Sunday. Next Monday night. Not this coming Monday. This coming Monday, we're doing Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So I swear it's only going to be 55 minutes. Got to keep it down because majority of everyone's like they're only available on Sunday. No one else is available Saturday, and not many other people would be available. I had 10 people hosting a show, and it comes down to 2, 3. So by bringing in the toy crew, yes, thank you, sir. I did too. I didn't think about Spill the Geek Tea backup account. I went through that thing, so that's maybe. But between everyone's like, and I asked it on Facebook, I asked on Instagram, it's like, just hit the subscribe. Come on now. I know you do it. Just to see that number is like, wow, 200 people. 200 people find it fascinating. I mean, on Instagram, I talk about an acquaintance of mine. Not that one. The other one. And Kenny and I talk about it on here a lot. But always I make a comment. Oh, I loved your comment. Sometimes replies to comment. But anything personal chat, I'm nobody. Her, not the primary, not the secondary for the show, the third account. She follows me on the third account. Won't talk to me on the first account or second account. I can message her on the third account. No reply, but still I can message her. But follows me. It's like out of thousands of people, I'm within that little group of following me. It's like, okay. She knows who I am, obviously. I mean, no one of the band follows me. No one of the other band follows me either. I mean, I communicate with them. I can honestly say, oh, you can imagine like, cool. I want the other one. I really want the robot. I did watch Mr. Home Arcade because he got 3 of them. He tried to do what the instructions said. Not possible. The instructions lied. They lied to him. The bug thing is kind of like the robot thing. I can go behind it. I will get the robot maybe 2 just to do that because I kind of like that. That remind me. But I can say so. Besides none of them following me, he's not following me. He messaged me. I think he's tired of me. So I said he was my mentor one time, and I kind of like, I don't know, pushed him over because he said so many things that make me think. And then, I don't need a mentor, even though there's another one in the lineup. Just saying. And Kenzo Creations knows. I thought about the other day. So, yeah. Yes, multi-bot. Yes, thank you. I say it's because you get a modular and you get a multi. So I had to be multi-bot as a robot. Multi-bot. Because there's only 17 toys left in the vintage line to be released. And like, will we ever get it? Will we ever get Gwildor? I mean, I got Gwildor first time. And it came in pieces. And I used my tablet. I took a picture of it. I sent it to the email. I took a picture, went on Amazon Photos on the computer, went straight to eBay and said, this will look like. Oh, I'm so sorry. We'll send your money back. He was shattered. My dreams were shattered. So I found another one. Thankfully, he's in a solid piece sitting in the other room. He did not have his accessory. So I got the off of Etsy, Talons something. So I got a lot of accessories from him. Not as spectacular as anything Kenny would make or anything from Peter Barbarossa. But it's 3D printed stuff, so it's like it's unique. So I got a lot of stuff there. So I got the proper one from the movie and the one from the toy. So he's got those pieces. So I do have Gwildor, but I would love to have the remaining 2 Laser Light, Laser Sword, Laser He-Man, and Laser Skeletor. Those 2. I want those 2. And would have those interchangeable parts. Ooh, yeah. A little bit of battery pack or something. Eee. Little switch on there and not stuck on their back. So, I would love that. Because it's on the Eternia poster. That's why I would like to get those 2. It reminds me how bizarre was it that we could not find Dragon Blaster Skeletor and Flying Fist He-Man. Thunder Punch He-Man. Dragon Blaster and Thunder Punch. I got them. Thunder Punch is in a storage room in Orlando with King Hiss. I got from Big Bad Toy Store. Skeletor, I was able to get pieces here and there and just compare the old with the new. It's like, okay, the old armor will not fit on the new armor. And the dragon was kind of different, of course. But I did send them to to Corey, Make Shape Create, because that's something he'll plan to show up later. I had plans for Mega Customs. I asked for the closed mouth dragon. Didn't happen. So fine. We got the open mouth. It's okay. Maybe one day he'll make the closed mouth for me. Or if someone has I didn't know Kenzo Creations yet, so a closed mouth dragon for the dragon backpack. Because someone did this. Corey and I both saw the picture. They used the new armor. And so it has that funky thing because the chain goes through the chest. I had the idea of taking Flying Fist He-Man, because I love that armor, and gluing or something, taking the back half of the original Dragon Blaster Skeletor's armor with the dragon sticking on the back, and give it the green H on his chest, the green dragon to represent the Dragon Walker. So he's closed mouth. So it's, or it could be open mouth, either way, but a Dragon Blaster He-Man, whether he has the open mouth or a closed mouth. I just wanted something different. So it'd be green. A Dragon Blaster Faker, which uses the original Faker, which the Faker I got has loosey-goosey legs, which he can take care of that, because he did. Between he and the dude in England he keeps talking about, collaborating with. And I watched his videos too. Oh my God. I can't remember anything. But a Dragon Blaster Faker. So it would be an orange dragon on the Faker. It'd be like awesome sauce, Add to that, I had Barbarossa Customs make me a Leo Toys Faker head. So with a black mask. So that Dragon Blaster Faker would have Leo Toys head. And of course, the third one is a Dragon Blaster Anti-Eternia He-Man. So would the dragon be black or red? I don't know. That's up to Corey to do. So those are my ideas. Plus taking the snake armor, Man-at-Arms, painting that silver orange, because that's the same armor used for Lords of Power, Man-at-Arms. And I have the custom head, which I couldn't find at the time. Otherwise, I would have sent to Corey. But it sits in the other room. So what we do to show when I bring in the toy crew in 2 weeks for recording 2 episodes back to back, because Mikey from Eternian Royalty will come in during the second hour because he really wants to be on the show. Like, wow. And I said, hey, Corey, here's a figure. But I want to do the first toy editions for Spill the Geek Tea. For Spill the Geek Tea to be our origin story, bringing in my new crew, and of course, everyone, you come in any show you want to. Just want to introduce the toy crew and say we have our toy episodes, but you can come in for any other episodes too. I like that a lot. Just here is our origins. Here's what we got into, how we started our toy stuff. Then, like, Mikey can come in second hour. Allison, I'm not sure. She still has to figure out when. But, Adam, Radical Toys, and the others, our mutual friends between us and the others that I should be speaking with. We could do another Origins episode later on. Throw it in, but with the returning crew, since we can't do it Saturdays because Ostradamus Toys, today he does his toy hunts in the daytime, and he got his marathons on at nighttime. That's why I was like, the more I think about it, yeah, Oz can be available on Sundays. Kenny is available Wednesdays, but he's got his show now. He's got his show in the evening. That's where we're all joining in on that. He's joining up with Oz on Saturday night. So, that's why I was trying to make it reasonable for everyone. and fair warning of this is how long we're going to record because I want stuff in the library. I want to build up stuff in the library because at the end of next month, I really don't want to have any recordings because everyone's going to be busy with Christmas and New Year's. So it's like, thank you all. We're going to take a 2-week break. I'm just going to pop in. That's something we recorded a couple weeks earlier. And in January, when the second and third week of January is timescales will still be in Japan. So I just want to pop in some other episodes, whichever is going to do. And then I will be on vacation the following week. But I can still have a pre-recorded show pop in Monday night, no big deal. But the week after that, I will be in Orlando still. Last night in Orlando. Sorry, Sunday, I could technically record something. We could technically record something on a Sunday. It's just to be on the laptop. And it's like, I'd rather just have everything. But honestly, I could plug into I would be hardwired. Oh, thank you, Brain. I appreciate you. 2 more subscriptions. 2 more subscriptions. Holy moly. 2 more subscriptions. I really would like to. I will be hardwired. I can plug in the Ethernet cable. If there's an Ethernet cable available on a laptop, I can plug it in. Otherwise, it's Wi-Fi through the thing. So I can do it. I just be on the safe side. And Dave, let me turn the lights on. Bright light. Yeah, I still didn't make the poster yet. I was waiting for Candyman to say if there was an updated poster. Dave of the rathole.ca has access to my original account. Let there be light. He has access to the Legend of the Driving TARDIS StreamYard, which I honestly will not look on it. I just, I'm on the timescales, has set it up. He went premium because that stupid email that I got. I sent it to Kenny. I sent it to Christian. I sent it to timescales. It was only for me because I still have a free account and I haven't touched it. The free account is there for, it said just in case. And I said I would have 40% off if I did it. So it was not clear. It was not clear enough to understand things like that. I'm not saying this as a joke. I'm saying this is true. Someone said that when the time comes and you see the light, don't go to the light. Turn around. Because if you go to the light, you will go to heaven. You will see family and friends, and you will rejoice for a certain time. But then you're going to come back to earth and start a new life. If you turn around from the light, you're going to go back to the dimension that you came from. Now, she, hasn't said anything like, well, Bashir, that's the dude. That's the spirit that takes over this other guy. And said, if the female wins, then the aliens will come. Which they did, and they're destroying quite a bit, aren't they? I'm not joking about that one bit. If he wins, then it'll be the destruction of the United States and World War III. She did not say that. This lady did not say it. She said, if you turn around, you will go back to the dimension you came from. And someone who was, you know, Kenny knows. She said things. I believe her. I honestly do. It's because it was. If you watch episode 2, when we first invited, I first invited the timescales to come on for an interview because he interviewed me first, 2 hours of, and then Kenny beat me on that one with a punk with toys with his. I'm going to go on his. I'm going to when he goes up again. I'm going to say, "Oh, I forgot to get a ruler." What's the ruler's right there, but I was going to say it. Uh, he he said something I disagreed with him, and he was like astounded. So yeah, that's I'll be straightforward. He said he doesn't believe that the government can hide such information about aliens, which has already been done when people tried to invade Area 51, and no one got shot. But then they go to Popeyes and raise Cain about that stupid chicken sandwich. And here we don't even have Popeyes. They shut them all down. The corporate stores hated it. They said, these people running this thing. No. I would love to bring in Lord Byron of Phantasmagoria. Look at him on Facebook. Phantasmagoria, Orlando. Lord Byron, which the man works at where I used to go to school. He is a college professor at the now used to be community college. Now it's a state college because they have like basket weaving for 4 years. Who knows? All community colleges are now state colleges, so that means the prices went up even more, as everything went up in the past as it is. But he and a mutual friend of ours through Erie Travels, Mark Muncy. Mark is still not feeling well. So all the best wishes to that man. We all pray that he's going to get better. His health is just not good right now. Those two have a history of creepy things. Lord Byron lives in a haunted house, literally. Not figuratively, literally. He had a doll behind him. And Gadget said that doll was, he knew it, and she did her reading on the show because she's a psychic empath. Yet how does she not know about our end? Emotions, people, emotions. And as much as he kept saying a grandparent, she said a relative. Back and forth. She said she had to be right. It's what Lord Byron believed, and what she said, it's a relative. It's a relative. It's a relative. Oh my God, Gadget, stop pestering the man. I mean, still have some feels, but wow. That's why I had to go see a psychic when I get to Orlando. I'm not sure about a priest because I could never find an open church. From Mamas and Papas stepped into a church, passed along the way. Churches I went to, their doors were locked. It's like, what kind of a church is that? They lock the doors. It's like, how's this a police station that you can't get to? You have to call them up. Or we have a police station here. It's part of the city hall thing, and they're only open Monday through Friday. So you had to go into there, and that's how I got my thing taken care of for Big Bad Toy Store. It's so strange. Yeah, I totally derailed what I was starting to think about. I can't remember. But between Lord Byron and Mark, I want to do scary episodes so badly because they got the history. Could just go on Erie Travels on YouTube, Facebook, But Mark is a mutual friend, and Lord Byron had so much in common. Years of friendship, and I just want to bring in the stories. But if I can't bring them in, we're still going to do an episode one day of scary stories. Could be for Christmas because in the song, it'll be scary short stories. And if Christmas is long, long ago, it's the most horrible time of the year. But Timescale's denied about that. I said, no, I believe it because that's one of my stories. I know for safety reasons, even though the people are deceased, if there's any link, that's why I cannot say who specifically. So I just had to say, so I know of this person, long deceased, told me the story where they came home from bingo. They love playing bingo, believe me, and saw something in the sky. And the next day, a big black Cadillac came into the driveway. Two guys wearing their Oz talked about you. How we had to do recordings on Sundays because you have Saturdays to take care of. So Kenzo had to deal with the 1 hour filmings, recordings. But as this person, the night before, came home from bingo, saw something up in the sky. The next day, a big black Cadillac pulls in the driveway. Two dudes wearing their black suits, sunglasses, and the nice fedoras came to the door and said, "What did you see last night?" You know, being an old person, I just, you know, saw some light in the sky. I wasn't sure about it. And nothing else was brought about. That's all I know about it. Nothing else. So it couldn't have been the memory wipe because if the person remembers seeing, thank you, sir. Sing through and slap that button. I appreciate you. Hope you have a nice. So it's no little light thing to, because the person remembers seeing two gentlemen wearing their suits, ties, sunglasses, and fedoras driving a big black Cadillac. So for someone who did not believe in anything supernatural to say that story, come on. Never believed anything. Doesn't never believed in ghosts, aliens, or anything else. Thank you, sir. So like you say, now I just need what, three, three more, two more people to subscribe to 200 people on here. I would love to have 200 people on the talk show. I'm bringing in ensemble people. I mean, people that are gracious enough to come to my show and talk, to have fun. We're just, generalized questions. Like, we'll have fun. Whenever I get two friends of his from the other band, when they said they'd be on in the future, it's not interviewing them. It's to be like, let's compare stories. These are two guys from Vegas in a rock band, bassist and drummer. The drummer's been in, that I know of, three bands, but he's in other bands. And the bassist, dude's taller than me. He's probably like 6'4", tattoos. They all did. I mean, James got tattoos because of the band. It's like, let's have fun. What's our rock and roll stories? What do we have? So I got two of them between my dad and my mom. It's hilarious. Second one's hilarious. The first one's like, wow, it's amazing. Thank you very much. But for this elderly lady who had dealt with the supernatural, who was told a ghost story and knew it and believed it, but still does not believe in ghosts. There's so much stories to tell. So I do want to do at least a scary story episode. Don't know when, but we'll do it. I'm glad that Oz popped in to have some Thanksgiving Day dinner, and now he'll be ready for his tonight shows, most likely, like every Saturday on YouTube. Ostradamus Toys and Oz and Kenny, Mega J Retro, Eternity and Royalty will pop in the second hour. Eldor, a Masterversal, Toy Hunter, Allison, not sure when. Radical Toys another day. Mr. Home Arcade. Time Scales is gonna sit in because he's interested in this origin thing, how we started collecting toys. So if it runs into a third hour, which Kenny will be done by first hour, he's got things to take care of. I understand. Be like Oz's show, just everyone popping in and out. That's more in the library, which I'm happy about. Oh yeah, that was it. The original idea, original thought. Dave can jump in on the original show, which is on Legends of the Traveling TARDIS StreamYard. He can pop in if there's any time available in storage to record. I said, you want to do a show about alcohol, since I don't drink, or sports. So can you talk about the Broncos and any and all sports? Y'all can just do that thing there. Make an episode, schedule time. I'm good with it. My co-host can take control. Time Scales take over anytime he wants. It's his account too. His account. Dave can take over my account, which is on Legends of Traveling TARDIS StreamYard, which he has his accounts through. And if it wasn't for that other guy, because it was Christian and Dave and myself, and this other guy has 2-hour recordings set up like into January, February, we'd have some storage. And all I was going to do is say, can I give you the extra $5 to make storage 100 hours? Make everything nice and perfect? Mikey will be happy about that. I'm waiting to meet Mikey. I mean, I've seen his stuff on Instagram. He's like, yes, I want to be on. It's like, okay, cool. I've not. He's like, if I can't do it, it'll be another time. And he sent me those sad faces. Like, wow, very enthusiastic man. It's like, cool. And the network can send me a sticker. Now, the board is not set for stickers, but you know what? I can. What am I set for stickers? What am I thinking about? That's all paper. I took Kenny's sticker on there and I stuck the other one right there. It's fitting because it's the whole, Jay fits there because he came on the show, but Kenny was the one that my moderator for here, and then Adam did my picture, and it's all started with the Legend Traveling TARDIS telling me to do all this. And we did the Planetary Society, and I was with the Guardians of Gallifrey. So that's set. Everything here is pretty much set. Ness Head is the dude that made my character there. And I asked the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS various times, could you please bring in Jim, Ness Head, Alistair? I can see if I can friend him again. He unfriended me. In print, Doctor Who webcomic on Facebook. They're good people. They have an ongoing thing, which is longer than the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. They didn't want to do it. So you know what? Now they have the show. When I come back for vacation, I'm going to say, Ness, Jim, Alistair, please come on a show because you guys do the webcomic. You're Doctor Who people. Let me bring some other Doctor Who people. We got 10 people that can fit on the panel. Let's do this. Let's bring, you guys already had the publicity, but I want to bring you in because you're my friends. And they need it, And Mikey's like so happy about it. I was like, well, okay. And then you told me and then you talked about it in your shows. Like, okay, yeah. That's why for sure when we do our origin show, and then we'll plan something in February give them enough time. Give him enough time to, come in and, 10 of us all together. That's all I could fit on StreamYard. Well, no, timescales did go premium until the end of January. When he comes back from Japan, that's when his $120 goes. We're going back to cut it in half. We're going back to core and 50 hours because I already deleted last episode by accident. It's been broadcast. It's in both of our computers. I did show the full length one because of the premium can allow me to do that. But I know how to edit. I know how to do the shorts. And that's what I want to play with. I want to play with putting these shorts out before. So Sunday night, I'll be up till midnight and just playing with shorts. I'm gonna buckle down. I'm gonna write down what I think is funny at the time period and just do that. Put these shorts out. I had 500, almost 600 views for Eldor when he was joking about the Cyberman behind him. Oh, Cyberman Dennis was acting up. But I had no new subscribers to Spill the Geek Tea. It's in the background. It says Spill the Geek Tea in the background. It says on the bottom. The show is not for me. It's for everyone and I'm grateful to be part of my show because it started with a small little idea on the free account. I just wanted to jump in, 3 questions, people I wanted to talk to, like just bring them in and say, yeah, I'm finally doing something. I wanted to say hi to you. Thank you for being on for a second. And then Mark and I, the kindly man, we're going to do cultural differences, which I shortened from if I had this under Taste Tea Talk, it would have been fine. I did U.S. cultural differences from A to Z. And I had the whole concept of every topic was just 26 different topics, and we start again. And then Gadget was coming in, and she wanted to do that. I said, fine, that's easier for me. I just produce. But, and that's what I would do with Jay. It's a little thing you come in, pop in, no big deal. But now that I build up a cast and building up the toy crew so we can all have I can have 20 people on the show, 20 people to interact back and forth and figure out the days, It's just, it's kind of overwhelming that it's actually working here. It's, yes, for me being emotional, it's saddening that the majority of people I have following are people that are from work. I took their phones and added, subscribe them. It's like, it'd be nice to be subscribed. So add them and add them to here too. Because here I could do anything I want to talk about. Anything I want to banter, rant, rave. I did Rev's Rambles playlist on there. I get Kenny's little playlist on there. I get Kenny's, I get Katie's, I got Mark's, Greg's. If anyone else wanted to have a little, so myself, Greg, Mark, Kenny, Katie, Eldor, 6. So not him. Jay's got his own thing, and Dave's got his own thing. But if there's a little playlist for Spill the Geek Tea, let's put a little short thing in there. It's fun, or just when there's the shorts. I'm just grateful that everyone wants to be part of this. It's not making any money, obviously. Unlike the 42,000 people that are on following the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Come on, 42,000 people. He wanted 50,000 by the end of this year. It could possibly happen. But Dave and I are Dave wants to go to 250. I subscribed through all the accounts, so he's at 248. I did my own backup just to do that. So it's not a numbers thing. It's like saying, okay, I'm doing something right, that people are enjoying what I'm doing, that people find it fascinating because, I'm not good with interviews. For me, it's just, let's talk about something. Let's have fun with it. Let's enjoy things. Oh, we have something in common. Well, this is what you got. This is what I got. So after Lisa, I said the origins episode for us, how we got into toys. We're gonna do Masters of the Universe. Obviously, we're gonna do Masters of the Universe. Everyone's doing Masters of the Universe, but between us, you know, our own little things here and there. Yeah, we can watch it separately, but I don't really talk about much. I talk about what I'm gonna do. Is that Splinter? No, that's Splinter. Okay. I still got the name of the guy written on the paper, and maybe I'll open the box because remember, the other one's in Orlando. I did get it the same day. I got this here in Georgia, and the other one came to Orlando from a Target. This one came from Mattel Creations, and I'm not going to put that ball mace in there. I will open it. I'll open it for the toy show. I'm not going to do that. I don't like that either. It's because I joke about, but the idea, I will open it, but not on this show. It'll be open when we're together. So when we do the Masters Universe show, whenever it is, I haven't taken it out by then. I will take it out by then, because it'll be like February or March when we do the Motu show. But yeah, I'm gonna put it with a hand. I don't like the mace thing. He'll hold on to the mace. I don't even remember. I have all the pieces here in Georgia, and I will do what the picture does. I'll play with the picture eventually, put it like that. But with everything else, it's in plastic bins. Those little plastic candy bins. So I need boxes. Yes. So when you did that, I was like, you're right. I didn't have it yet. Leatherhead is not going to be available till I got the email from Walmart. It's been delayed to either December or January, some kind of crap. So I don't have Leatherhead until later. It doesn't matter. No place for it. I mean, I'm getting my box in from James with, for Funko Larry and Doctor Who pieces, Cybermen. My brother, not that brother. My brother says he's going to send one of 2 or 3 boxes because it's got too heavy. Same thing with James. He's going to send different boxes. So I'm not going to. I'll ask James every so often if for something. My brother can't do it because he has health issues. He and his wife, they can't really do anything. And when the doorbell rings, they can't get to it. That's why I was like, okay. When he yells at me, I kind of is he joking? He says he's joking, but still, I'm very crazy. He ain't heavy. He's my brother, baby. Yeah. But now I'm looking at that's a freaking big mace. That's a freaking funky mace. Freaking funky mace. Mace, not mace. That's not mace. A mace. That's not mace. Mason ball. No. Mason jar. No. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. My head will be there because it's kind of the skin tone. But for the gray side, say, hey Jay, I'm gonna have a. I was thinking putting a head of a. Where is he? Do we have a gray Snake Man? I got to go through. Oh my god, the card's bent. The Card. Thanks a lot, Mattel Creations. You sent me a damaged card. Now I know which one I'm going to open. You dingles. Did I do that? No, I didn't do that. I did not do that. I want to have him with the battle armor, the one behind Mr. Bill. Oh my God, the card's bent. Oh Lord. Oh my Lord, this is. Hello there. Grego. But do we have in the Masters Universe line another figure that's gray? It's the funny thing would be an interesting concept. I'm not saying someone could possibly do this. The Green Hulk and the Gray Hulk. Someone make Hulk heads for this. So you have, original Hulk with a lot of hair or even short hair because, it changed over time. I like it when I like the first one, he had hair on his head, very 70s, um, Morita, when he had hair. And then the Gray Hulk, because he had short hair, Mr. Fix-It. Just have Green Hulk and Gray Hulk. Because there was that whole battle between Green Hulk and Gray Hulk for the possession of Banner, who's going to be in charge. And then they went to Banner's brain, Gray Hulk's personality, Green Hulk's strength. But then it altered again somehow when that changed again because comics do that. His skin ripped off like a mask and it just like dangled like a whole rubber mask thing. And over the years, there's like all the different versions. Gee, Merry Christmas, people. You kill off characters, bring them back. What the hell? But without really painting it, is there like a gray reptile? Because my ex would probably say, yeah, he's a two-faced reptile. Oh yeah, this the bandwidth thing. Tomorrow we're going to talk about tomorrow's when we record tomorrow for Monday night about Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And holy hell, will I talk about that? That's what I'm going to show you now. Because the streaming 3 to 4 movies. Reminds me of what I did to Katie when I sent her the package, but I took the back way, which was fine, to get to the main from Milo Podunk Town to the city to get to UPS store. I haven't done that in forever. I will talk about the past couple of days at a grocery store. Oof. The grocery store, I was surprised we actually had people in there. I kind of blanked out yesterday. I talked about it with my coworkers. Like, it was kind of a good day, right? It wasn't that bad. I just today got kind of stupid around 8 o'clock in the morning. It's like, why is there a cluster of people leaving at the same time on a Saturday morning? It's cold. And then 12:30 came along. Groceries, not hot food, because I see an emergency. Yeah, you go to our deli, get a nice breakfast, get a nice lunch. No big deal. Get a box of chicken. These people are buying regular groceries. Today we were kind of slow, so my boss said, "Go do my old job. Go do spices." My cigarettes came in today because couldn't do it yesterday, which is fine. And for the last hour, I just really didn't do anything. I will show what I got yesterday, but the story, oh my Lord. What is wrong with people? 3 o'clock in the afternoon going shopping. I don't get it. But then again, I think back when my friend for the dialysis, for the kidney failure, would come up here and we go shopping at nighttime. It's a massacre. What are people doing shopping at night? You shop during the daytime where you can see everything. But I did get. I'm not sure if I get the stickers, but I and the baseboard. I'm not impressed with the base. I'm not impressed with this part. I think it looks funky, but I did get the Ghostbusters. I'm quite sure I got the DeLorean, and I had to get Kit. He's wearing blue pants because that's what Michael wore. So Agent Knight is unique. So I love Kit. I mean, if the camera was pointed over there, I got those little white boxes. I got Kit in one of it, and I got the DeLorean, the guy from Walmart or something. And I got my box from McFarlane. Wave 9. Still sealed up. So that's we'll talk about that on the show for tomorrow, but yeah, we'll talk about the good stuff, the bad stuff, like why. And it's like to even do this anymore, it's I guess just to have it is always that thrill of the hunt. Kenny does it. I still do kind of. If I go out on a Tuesday, I find something cool, but it's always like finding it online. We find something around. That's what we do. We still hunt for stuff. It's just a different way of doing it. And it's already dark outside. I forgot to turn on the light. But I'm grateful that through this shop in Wisconsin, the Tannenbaum Holiday Shop, I was able to reorder the ornaments, the 2 for my friend James in the UK, of the emoji bots. I mean, that's a funky thing. It's hilarious. He's got his emoji bots. I got. I ordered 3 because I wanted one of them. I can't find them, so I got to repackage this, send it to him. Even if it's cost me more money because of holidays, it doesn't matter. Small things like this with Death's Head and the Cyberman, I will send it off to him. But I really don't want to send anything during the holidays because of the mail system, all the problems of getting anything, especially from California. Where is the box that's being sent back and forth from back to California again? Like, what is wrong with the Postal Service? Besides besides giving their services to Amazon, that we may do an episode about Amazon, but we just won't say the word. We'll say, that company that used to sell books, that you can buy a lot of stuff from. Yeah. It's damaged, and you say something about it, and they said, don't ever say it again, or we're going to ban you. So what? Ban me from buying stuff from you? What? Even though you always have these people saying Amazon finds, and they're like so unique to do. Even though here's a unique thing. There's a DIY. Take an ice cube tray. I know. They still sell them. Pour soap into it, dish soap, stick it in the freezer. Take out one. Get a scrub brush, slice it, stick the little soap cube into there, and that's all the soap you need to wash dishes. You don't have to pour the freaking entire bottle. So that was a unique idea. Now I'm going to put this somewhere for now without being lost. Right there. We'll talk about... honestly, yesterday, if I did not have this third-party software and I was panicking, if I had to bring this computer to Best Buy in town, I don't know what I would have done. The Imperial Guards, you always had to have 2 because the scene next to the elevator, vintage style. I may have a lot of the vintage stuff I just kind of purged and don't remember. And then they re-released them through the various years with the funky generic card. I remember going to a Super Target. I found one. My dad politely said, "The woman was had the box," and she took the box away. I said, "You're just trying to find it for me, you know." As the manager's like, "Well, this is all we're going to put out." So real a holes. We're not collectors. I like toys. It's Star Wars. I grew up with Star Wars for God's sakes, and I was getting back to it. I just want to have, But I remember going to, was it Merritt Island? Merritt Island between Cocoa and Cocoa Beach. Went to a Kmart. So this was some time ago. They had a box. They had the sealed box on the floor. I opened it and say, "Oh," on the vintage style card with the newer version of the Imperial Guard. Oh. Then they made the newer ones for that dude that became a bounty hunter. So it showed underneath the robes there was armor. It's like awesome. So yeah, over the years, collect all that stuff until I went to the single card ones worth $18 each. It's like, nah. The Boba Fett, yes, I got, in my mind. I wanted that whole Millennium Falcon. I still do. I still want to set up a Millennium Falcon and do other toy shows. Like, this is what I had in mind. And I'm still waiting for the Jabbas to come in from overseas. I just thought about that too. Huh. One needs to be painted. Still got to open up. Open it. Open it. Deep tan Superman. Still kind of gets me. I mean, this is the quintessential Superman. Yes, the colors is its colors and the S, but Superman with a tan. I mean, this grew on me. This gives a very gothic vibe of almost Gotham by Gaslight kind of thing. Very London 1888. You can see him fighting Jack the Ripper, which might have been Joker. Jack the Ripper became Joker. Oh, I can see that. I want to open it, but tan Superman. Still funky to me. We'll go through our stuff on that show. Yes, and I had the what is it? Oh yes, the original Star Wars only had one type of stormtrooper. Yep. The stormtrooper. Then through overseas, you get the accessory parts. The snowtroopers, guards, and the scout troopers. There were in one of the books they had. In the illustrations they took a scout trooper and everything that was black they painted the cream color, and they actually did that for probably Lego and probably the miniatures because they used a white snow speeder. They all came from the not even special edition did this, but the biker scouts were white cream instead of white and black on a white speeder bike, and instead of the little pouch on the back, it had the snowtrooper, Hoth Trooper backpacks on the speeder bikes. So that means the bikes had to be bigger. We're dealing with Kenner toys, small. It should have been longer. So I would always wanted to do that. Maybe some other one figured that one out, but time has passed. I did take a speeder bike and painted it white. It's just the whole painted cream color for over the black on a scout trooper and use one of the backpacks, which won't fit because it's too big. or the bike's too small. Yes, the pauldrons for the sand troopers. You can get those through, these people that make 3D printed stuff, and those who can make 3D printer stuff, the backpacks, which they did release in Power of the Force. Mhm. The Power of the Force, they finally released sand troopers. So you had the blue, you had a white, it was a ranking, white, gray, and orange. So with the big bulkiness, then they went to smaller ones, proper scale. So sand troopers did come out eventually. Now you get a stormtrooper and a biker scout with, you got a stormtrooper that can do, has a backpack and fly through the air, and uh, a biker scout, which is leaders. You got to have the, trooper leader, and those who can swim underwater. They get all these variations as much as, as much as the imagination can do. They have all these versions of stormtroopers now, with the introduction of the clones. With the second versions, have their variations on their helmets, and the third ones. With the new trilogy, I did get into it because of Star Wars. I didn't get into Mandalorian or anything because I don't have Disney Plus. I got some stuff, of course, Star Wars. I got a Grogu in the other room. I just don't see a place for him right now. There's only so much room for things. Yeah, it's like peripheral vision, and when someone did say, okay, the helmet's on, I can't see out of this thing. Well, Luke was short, but it's like, how tall are these, like 6 foot tall stormtroopers or something, so they can actually see the vision? Otherwise, it's like this. The mask is there. This was Luke saying, I can't see anything on this thing. Hey, yeah, because you're look through the nose. See if you can see through the nose thing. You can find anything. Otherwise, like I said, last show I did on Wednesday, I did a little cleanup. Little light, too much light there, so you can't really see Grim with Mandy and Billy. Yee-hee. I'm Billy. Yee-hee. Shut up, Billy. Tom and Crow. The book behind Crow and Tom says, and then you die of dysentery. The book of the Oregon Trail. I never got through the Oregon Trail. We had the big, I think it was a Mac. Return of the Mac. I don't think we had a PC back in school. I think it was actually a Mac computer, an Apple. It wasn't the one piece yet. I'm older than that. It was still the big old monitor and the dot matrix printer. But I remember it was in the corner. It's like once you finish the work, then you go play Oregon Trail. So I only got to do it one time for a short time, but I got the book. You died from dysentery. Never got in junior high. It was just elementary school. Never had that. Never got to play anything like that. I still haven't done the board. Everyone's coming up in 2 weeks. I wanted to, I guess, see if Mark can do the pictures. I got to get the rest of the toy crew up here. I may remove the teapot. Maybe not, because again, I want to put the toy crew up here. Ness head. It'll be like Ness. If the 2 members of Velvet Chains actually do appear in the future, like Kenny said, I'll have a poster. I'll do a big old poster board and just have everything in there. For me, it was what. Okay, I got to sing it. I see a red door and I want it painted black. I think I sang that. I know I did. Of course, I went from one grade school to another grade school, which only lasted a year because of the moving. Went to junior high, then middle and high school. So that just put my date. That's put me on a date right there. We had a ninth grade center. The old high school, which became the junior high because they built the newer high school, which I went to. The old junior high became ninth grade center because we had too many people. The portables that never went away. The temporary schoolrooms, they became part of it. My old school back in the day is now becoming like a private school, and I still have portables. That's all fenced in too. It's like, what the heck happened here? Things changed. Usually never for the better. But I want to work on that board. I can't do it like I did before, but I can ask Mark. I'll say, here are the pictures. And I say, I don't need it in a poster form like that. I just need something that, a certain size so I can cut them out. I just have them be able just to spread across the board. Because if I can keep the teapot there, which makes sense, this is just be the toy crew. Even though we're already, those are already over here. Kenny and Jay and Eldor, you're part of the original group. Even though you're still part of that group too, this is for the new people. This is a expanded toy crew above. For the guests, I'll figure out something for the guests. For Nesshead and Jim. And if Nils and Jason will show up. Back to my original thought. Now that I'm down to, 2 people left? 2 more subscribers to reach 200 on this page? Unbelievable. Holy moly. 2 more people. 2 more subscriptions, and this will be a 200. I just want to go above 200 just in case in those bots. So I don't want to be heartbroken saying, oh my God, someone left again. My heart can't take that much anymore. Especially with the last breakup. But I do need to see a psychic when I get to Orlando. Another part that's, I think I mentioned too, a scary story when I went to the antique mall and I saw this old portrait of this young girl with butterflies. I said, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I was lightheaded, and I'm still lightheaded. It's like, now that I'm possessed by 2 demons, 2 old spirits are trying to take control of me here. Is this what's happening? Could you like fight over trying to fix me, fix my body, stop the acne, stop the hair loss, stop the sciatica with the herniated disc on my right side. So every morning I wake up in pain. I keep stretching, but no, I'm in pain. The coughing. How about fighting for my attention there, helping me have coughing? Excuse me. How about healing me? So to the kind of thing. But I do want to get the board up there, right? But I'm going to say this. This is bold, but not all the co-hosts follow me anywhere. I know. A couple of the co-hosts, don't follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. That's fine. They know who I am. The Instagram thing was like I hit 100, and then the ex took out both of her accounts. So, and then someone else did, so I'm back down to 97, whatever. And all these obscure people, I want to follow you. Yeah, you're a faker, and not the good faker, not the Motu faker that we like. You're just a bunch of fakers that are trying to clone my account. And I don't need that. I put a lot in this stuff to make people want to enjoy my content. So between 97 on Instagram and over 900, it was 941 on Facebook, but multiple counts. I mean, 1,000 people out of both groups. Should have 1,000 people subscribed here, 1,000 people subscribed there. I mean, just out of the kindness of their own hearts. I'm addicted to a lot of things. I'm addicted to Candy Crush Soda Saga, which I forgot was. I only have 77% charge. Wow. I'm not going to update. I'm not going to manually update Alexa. She does not need to hear me. How is it? I had this thing plugged in all day. Wow. I'm going to have a short game tonight. It's all addicting for me. I mean, I stopped playing Pet Rescue Saga. I still play Hero Wars. Between Instagram and Facebook, YouTube, everyone. I mean, even the toy crew that's going to be on the show, not all of them follow me either. They're just, But I'm grateful. I'm always grateful that they want to be on the show. And I'm grateful to those people that will see us on the show. That's why I created this whole thing, because these people took the time to be on this show, on the talk show, for an hour or so. And I want to show my gratitude. I just want everyone to see us doing this thing, because yes, we're taking our time, but we're still here to entertain. We're still here to inform. We like what we're doing here. We love what we're doing. And people keep like, if I get 576 people that saw the short of Eldor having a joke with the Cyberman Dennis, like, that would be nice to have 576 people subscribe. It's not that difficult. It's like the show Marquez said, hit the subscribe button. It's not going to change your mind. It's not going to change anything. You just say you don't want every single video popping up. At least you had out of the kindness out of your own heart to hit that subscribe button, even if you don't watch this all the time. We're doing this for fun. It's ha. Oh my God. That's funny because Jay's losing it. Okay. It took a while for Jay to say tasty cake between me and Kenny. And it was Oz that brought Jay over here. And then Jay said, get on the StreamYard. He's got a lot to it. He's a big man. Again, I'm grateful that everyone wants to be on. If you're not available, it's just no big deal, because we have many years ahead of us. Always figure out something to talk about for an hour. And it doesn't bother me that some do not subscribe to me. I subscribe to them. That's how I know about it. And I got a few on the Instagram, Spill the Geek Tea. I, of course, subscribe more than being followed. Say, someone follow me, I follow back. Gratitude. It's an emotional thing. It's you try your best. You want to make everyone happy. But remember, we have lost. I'm clear. My mind is a clear mind. I'm not anything. There's too much going on now, despite the fact that people are just horrible. The fog people are just horrible out there. I got so much to take care of. I got so many things that I must continue on with, because I'm happy and amazed grateful. When you look back at those that they try so hard to take care of everything, and then the next one moment later they're gone. You know, we lost Robin Williams. We lost Brittany. I can't remember her last name. We lost Jason David Frank. Uh, You know, the ex knows the family and said that I was just trying to get steal ideas. And no, how you say something like that? That's downright lies. But we lose people because they just give up. They as strong as can be. It seems like the strongest of us all just get tired, and that's that. If we're in the middle grounds, we can deal with it because we're not up there and there. We're not below. We're just in the middle, above sea level, floating around, continuing onward because we know we have to. To give a PSA about things. Well, that's important. I got a disclaimer somewhere, which I'm thinking that well, I sent the disclaimer to Timescales, and I'm thinking I may just do it as a video. I may just read it out, not for Sunday's episode because there's no disclaimer to be said because we're just talking about Black Friday, Cyber Monday. We're just doing this. We're not going into history because people look up the history. We're just saying about this is our history. These shows are about our history about things. Just relating to people, saying, if you want to hear about an interview with someone, just look it up yourself. Someone else could say the exact same thing. I just want to have conversations, like, how about this, the origins thing, let's get to know people. Say, I want to know more instead of going on their page here. Now I'm going to everyone's page trying to find the same thing. Oh, we just gather together, little thing there, and we're going to talk. We'll have fun. And then we'll bleed into another episode for Motu. Then we'll bleed into Star Wars and anything else because I got everything else between Star Wars, Doctor Who, Master of the Universe, Transformers, the Muppets, obscure things like Mr. Bill. Just the box alone, that's an obscure thing. That's at least 2 minutes right there. Little things right here. This is 3 minutes, 4 minutes. This is gonna be like 5 minutes talk right here. Just obscure things that I have here that mean something. I have other things that mean something, but I can't find them because they're all packed away. We can talk about comics. We can talk about this and that. We can talk about anything. The idea of, if Dave has an idea to do Spill the Geek Tea alcohol edition, it's page set for 21 and up anyway, because you can't put anything lower, because if someone says something in a comment that we don't know about, that we can't get to in time, I don't want to get demonetized before I can be monetized. Even if we are monetized, that'd be kind of cool. Wouldn't be much, but just keep it PG. But he can jump in on the other account and just set up with everyone else. The sports, like I said earlier, you do Spill the Geek Tea Sports Edition. Again, neither of those would fall interest to me because my time at the sports bar was because of pretty bartenders and sports. I say I kind of got. I don't even watch much TV. I watch the Game Show Network every morning. I watch SpongeBob one episode before I go to work. On my day off, no, on my day off, I'm sleeping. Or okay, we're going out, taking my mom out on Tuesday, so we go shopping. Then watch the Game Show Network again. So it's nothing. Oh, let this happen. Oh, let it happen. I did the big thing and I still didn't get it. Can I get it here? No. Can I do that? Now my left hurts. Oh, my left hip hurts. I don't know why. Exactly. I mean, it's like anything because we're all geeks and we all have an interest in something. So just expand on it. Like talking about my future ex-wife from work. Who's never been she said she's not interested in me that way, so that's why I say you're my future ex-wife. 'Cause I'll never it'll be like Phil Collins, his ex-wife and her lover stay at his mansion. He's crippling and can't do anything, can't play drums or anything, like, so you so the whole big thing there, and I said the games are rigged. Like, I'm playing Hero Wars, and I'm trying to get to the next level, and I made it. I made a stepping stone. And to get to that is like 1 second more, I would have won, but I made it one time. You had to play it 3 times to get the achievement. And I'm trying to increase the strength of my characters, which I can't really do anymore because it's so I got enough points to increase their level there without actually paying money. That's freaking cheating. On a game like this, they say, okay, you're given the award because you played like every 48 hours, you're given an award because you're playing the game. It's like, okay, that's not cheating. It's given to you. But when people are saying, oh, if you pay $14.99, you can increase your characters like this and that. No, I cannot. That's money spent on a video game. When the Doctor Who um, game came up on a tablet, and they said if you pay money or something, you get an autographed picture on your tablet. How do you screenshot that? I played the game. I loved it. It was, the same thing like, playing, Candy Crush, stuff like this. Same concept, just a little bit, just like, what, 12 or something on there, right? 3 across and a few down to get them all lined up and blown up and found stuff like that. The game went away. This whole autograph thing, the game that Legend Shining Tars was playing with the rathole.ca and some of the old crew were playing this game, and it was very difficult. Mark was playing it too, and I was like, he said, as I was giving things away, he said, I don't know how you're playing this game. I was like, he can't see it. He can't see it. I don't know. And Christian beat the developer, so he got an image of the game piece. And I said, you need to have that 3D printed. And he's laughing. He said, I mean it, because what you going to do with an image on the screen? So, oh, you have this thing, and now the game no longer exists. I would have had that sucker 3D printed like that and stick it on the shelf. Make a small coin, make it a big freaking thing, as big as you can, put it on the wall. Take a picture, make it a picture, stick it on the wall, 3D print, stick it on the shelf like that. Something that I have, just say, oh, that you beat the developer. Oh, cool. But now the game no longer exists. Where's your proof? Do you want to still talk about it? We still talking about it? And then another company was doing physical cards with it. It's like, you know what? I did not understand it. I didn't have the speed to do it. It's like, no. It was a concept that, it failed. Much like Windows 11 failed. And I'm still not going to touch my laptop until I get to Orlando. I'm just, I'm kind of freaked out about it. Any updates? Well, down to 3 peoples. Spill the Geek Tea Horrific Breakup Tales Edition. Yeah, that's it. That would just be my show on here. Just do a video here and say, yeah, my breakups. Well, one more thing for scary stories. Again, we got to do scary. We got to make scary story episodes because we got our tales. I would just, each of us say one tale and we'll just keep it down the road. But I told about the UFO tale. And the same person had the tale of an actual ghost. Another I know had a belief of an actual ghost. Wait, I'll be done in a second too. So all good. Yes, keep on driving. Keep on trucking. So between the one person with the UFO story and the ghost story, another person with a ghost story, the belief, just the freakiness. With my ghost story, by the way, I told during the Halloween episode, the other night I felt something scratch against my left leg. And I looked at you, I can't tell, but there was a line across my left leg. It wasn't deep, but there was a line across my left leg. The time we almost got shot by a shotgun when playing a prank on a fisherman at a night. Whoa. I know what you did last summer. Was that it? Because I'm not into horror movies. It was enough that I wasn't to Nightmare on Elm Street later on and Friday the 13th later on. Like part 6, 7, Freddy was like 4 or 5. I tried to watch the first one. I saw the end of the first one for Freddy. It's like, whoa, dang. Of course, you know that Texas Chainsaw Massacre is based on the true story. Much like Open Water, it was based on a true story, and that was the worst dang film I ever saw. I want my money back from that damn movie. I don't care that she was completely naked for the idea of that's how we get people in this movie, is showing her completely naked. It was a horrible, lousy movie. And then what happens? Hollywood makes a sequel. I watched it on Sci-Fi Channel. Was it Sci-Fi Channel? Had to be Sci-Fi Channel. I was like, really? And the ending was like so stupid. The first one is like, oh my God, you made this movie based on the idea that these people died and you made a whole story around the possibility that how they lived their lives. You piece of garbage. And then the second one was all these rich kids. There was no ladder on the yacht, so they couldn't get back on top. It's like I never watched it was Blair Witch Project. The only reason I found out it was fake because I watched a documentary on the Sci-Fi Channel, and the professor on there, who was my teacher back then at UCF, he went by a different name, and I saw at the end, it's like, this whole thing was fake. And then for Hollywood to make a sequel and it was bombed, like, no way. Boom. I think people have done that. But we're just geeks like to see naked peoples. Naked people. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. But oh yeah, Freddy movies. So like they didn't really bug me afterwards. Like, okay, the fakeness, but when I watched the Alice Cooper video of Man Behind the Mask and they show the slaughter and the gore and the guts spilled everywhere across the cabin, it's like, did he do that to a kid? It's like, he doesn't do that to kids. He does it to teenagers. And I remember seeing that when I went to go see Friday the 13th Part 6. Because that's what the video was based on. So when I watched the music video from Alice, it's like, holy hell. Did I just close my eyes for that scene? I must have. Number 5 was stupid. I watched that on TV. It's like, where's the continuity? I'm very much on continuity. How to go? Okay, 4, understand 5, 6, 7, understand 7 because that happened there. 8 should not have happened because that was what? 8 was like, what? He's in New York, and it was like he became a toxic Avenger, and he became a kid. Then 9, he possessed the body of Aaron Gray, and then all these other people. Like, what? 10 was just silly. You got to use the people from Andromeda. Then they're like, can Jason dream? Can we have him with Freddy? Can a dead person dream? How do you go from being a little kid to an adult? Where's the continuity? Believe me, I'm still big in continuity. I throw it out there. Like, continuity. Through everything, continuity. All my stories, and some that I've written, and the notes, continuity. Everything has to fit for me. It's just that's the way my brain is. Okay. It's the way. It's just a whole. What was I saying? So these shows I do is because I had to get away from the fog people. On Saturday and Sunday, I have enough break time to just calm down after work. At work, calm down at work enough just to point out, like, that piece of garbage did not put the cart back where it belongs. The cart does not go over there. You just left it right in the middle. Cart does not belong at the front door when the doors are open and the wind is blowing. You brainless, inbred, knuckle-dragging, selfish, self-entitled, inbred, redneck, dirt-eating swamp twats. I usually say the same thing every day, multiple times. Especially when they pull out a check, or we have a plexiglass. Plexiglass are screwed in there, and they don't put it through the slot. They're like, "Ugh," or put it on the conveyor belt. So I push the button on the conveyor belt. Or, are you open? No, I'm just standing here. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. There's a restaurant which is about half hour away. They serve barbecue, right? We have a smoker, which we have big Boston butts, big chunk of meat, stick in the smoker, tender. It's now like $27. Used to be $10 a decade ago, but we're making money from it. This guy who owns a barbecue restaurant, Barbecue Monsters, tax exempt. He had 6 of them. He goes, so it's made by the deli. He sells it to his customers. We have one barbecue place on the road too. They buy it, they cut it up, and serve it to the customers while they get it for cheaper and tax exempt. Well, the people just come to our store and buy it themselves. But in Perry, you got to go down the highway. You got to go south down Interstate 75 and get there, so people don't know. So you here all by yourself? I said, it's 7:00 in the morning. Obviously, I'm by myself. What kind of stupid answer is that? Or Christmas or Thanksgiving? Can you buy alcohol today? Yeah, what's no different? I had to ask, make sure there's no changes. But Sunday, 12:30 p.m. You can buy alcohol after you go to church. Losers. I can't buy alcohol now. No. Do you sell liquor? We're not a liquor store. Do you sell money orders? No. Sitting in the office. Can you give me some cigarettes? This is an office. You go to a cashier. Let's see. Yesterday. Oh, yes, that direction things. That's for the other show. Woman comes in. Is this week's ad? No, it's from 2 weeks ago. I left it there. Someone from the meat department. She's what? Huh? The manager didn't say a word. I'm wearing my mask and face shield with the eyes of. Is this week's ad? Then she stands in the way of people walking through, while her whatever is sitting in the car in the SUV. Food stamps. in the fire lane. It's despicable. AFK. I'm not good with a lot of acronyms. That's the first time I saw that. Let me tell you one more thing that will end the show because it's gone to 2 hours. You know what I mean? It's we're out having fun. This is me talking. Just that's why we're bringing the ensemble cast. Everyone has something to say. It'd just be nice that other people can see we're talking. We're all an ensemble. We all have something to say. And it's fun. Katie was so happy about getting Mr. Fibbles because for me it was I bought him. So let me look online, and it was on eBay, and it was also on Facebook. I said I can use Mr. Fibbles as a Frobisher for some scenes, and I did my Doctor Who stuff. And I put him away. Then I found him again, and then when I showed him on there, and Katie was like so enthusiastic, I said, you know what? I told her I'm going to give it to her. I said, no. I said, yes, he's going to a better home. And before that, I went on eBay. I went to eBay's gone. The company's been gone for 4 years. So, things had to be sold. She added to her collection. I have pictures, and that's ultimately what I need to do is take pictures. I just look back, the memories. You can't take away your memories. Well, kind of a horrible saying, isn't it? At least you have your pictures. Your pictures are your memories. So you can always look back at your pictures and see, oh, I used to have that. I used to have that. Those are good times. Bring back some goodness to it. And that's what these shows are. This is good times. We had fun with it. So I just want to make people, happy to be on. They want to keep coming back on. And by showing that we have, thousands of people, over 42,000 people, most amazing. I just come back and watch this again. I'll be hardwired soon enough. I know now how to take a picture from Instagram, take the picture, go on Instagram, look at the picture, screenshot the whole thing, save it. And when it's saved on the computer, it says screenshot from. So the screenshot and save are its own thing. I don't have to load it into a program. I can probably redo Spill the Geek Tea banners with me, nice and clear, because I'm not trying to put it on Microsoft Paint or Microsoft Paint 3D, or if I somehow brought back Photo Filter for the free version, then I can line up all the pictures and cut them out. That's why I need to send. I got to go through the list. I wrote down all the people that's going to be on the show in 2 weeks. Have Mark just saying size here. You don't have to. Doesn't have to be anything perfect because I'm going to cut them out and just go around the board. With a new one from Corey because he has the He-Man, since that one was his old one. Someone hacked his account. But Mr. Home Arcade's mask and Mikey's picture. See, Mr. Home Arcade, Mikey's picture. We already got Jay's coming on. We got Kenny here, got Eldor here. So whenever I get the poster made, they'll all be here. But anyone else, this is the toy crew above me. So those that are going to be guests, hopefully there'll be another board. I would have plenty of boards everywhere. But before I lose track one more time, my cigarettes came in today because they usually come in Friday, but because of Thanksgiving, they were delayed. I said this to I brought it up to my manager because it happened to one of them already, and I didn't pay attention. I was just trying to get it done and over with. A carton of cigarettes, 10 in the box, comes around. Yeah, that's why I keep everything locked up. I have asthma because I had asthma because of my grandmother, but then through puberty I outgrew it. But I still get tired a bit. But so it's fine that I sell cancer sticks because I don't do it. I said, let me point out to you, I got a key right here. This is not my lanyard, but I'm borrowing her lanyard with the cigarette key, which changed multiple times. I'm wearing a freaking lanyard here. So the cigarettes, I know where they are. I put them up there myself. Okay. I just need to make sure I get the right ones. I don't need you following me. Don't follow me. You irritate me. Don't get behind me when I'm trying to put the damn cigarettes in the cabinet. So normally the price of cigarette cards have gone up $5 to $10 in general, right? Camel, we always had Cool. We have Lucky Strike. Lucky Strike seems to be still at the lowest price, around $70 a carton, and prices around $5 to $10. Candy bars, for God's sakes, candy bars are $1.49 for something. When I paid attention, when I worked at Dollar Tree, we had them for 50 cents, 59 cents, 79 cents. I already left. Now they're $1.25. We sell candy bars for $1.49. I still got all those that have probably expired because I've working on the show. I haven't been focusing on a lot of things. So I still got a drawer full of candy I got to dump in the garbage. No point in reviewing it. I could technically review them, give you the specs as I do. That's a possibility. Go, nope, it's expired. It's in the garbage. There are one, two, I think 4 types of Lucky Strikes now. Still, I'm sorry, types: the red, the gold, the black, and the menthol green. So regular and 100s. So that's about $70. Shocking. I'm not paying. I don't want to pay $1.19 for a small little candy bar. I mean, I still got the Reese's here. We had them at 69 cents. But if you wanted the 2-pack, because it's a one, but it's a 2-pack, cost you an extra dollar. So 69 cents, 2-pack, $1.69. Something like that. It was like, what? We have moon pie tins. Beautiful. Oh my God, so beautiful. They want $11 for these things. And we've sold almost all of them. I don't want to pay $11 for a moon pie tin. I would pay $5 for a moon pie tin. That's just all I want. Yeah, just like going to a convenience store. It goes to this butcher. But since I have so much candy, I really need to go through that. But cigarette cartons gone up to $5 to $10. When I showed my manager today, Camel Red Filter went from currently $58 before I got the invoice to $80. From $58 to $80, and that's wholesale. And then I said, I don't know what the blue one is. I said, oh, I did the blue one last week because we sell out the blue ones all the time. Yeah, I went from $58 to $80 last week or the week before. When I did the invoice, the new manager said, "You sure it was the king size?" No, I'm the Twix. He said the Twix bar is in the computer. So no, I was right. I went back and looked at the list. Said, oops, it was a king size. So my brain was right that one of them wasn't correct on it, but I was wrong. So I said, that's why you're the leader. And I'm just a rogue. I choose not to be a leader because I just like, well, I'd rather do other things. And then the Winston White box went up $20, from $57 to $77. But how did Camel? Because it's supply and demand. People do that. It cost $10.99 for a beautiful Christmas moon pie tin. It's cream color. Last time was blue, the blue shade. This one's a cream colored vanilla with the red and the green Christmassy look. And I don't want to pay $11 for it. I got a dented one from the other one because that's all was left. It's like, but I got one. Like, and this year is so beautiful. And we're almost sold out. The whole display, the cardboard tops, like I save everything. They put the tape on it, so it ripped this beautiful pictures. Like, oh my God. I could at least had the cardboard display, and like I need that. Do I need the tin? No, but I could put all my Masters of the Universe accessories in there. Say, don't put a label on it. I just open up and say, oh, here's all my Masters Universe stuff in here. Yeah. But I don't want to pay $11. I don't want to pay $11 for that tin. I may have to work my magic. No. I will not work my magic. I'll have to ask about, say, for my Christmas present, can we mark this down like half price? Please. Can we mark this off half price so I get it for $5? Because I want this Christmas tin. I want to put all my Masters of the Universe accessories in there. So I can open and go, hey, look, it's a Christmas. Look at all these Masters of the Universe accessories and all these things that we're doing here. I don't know. I smell incense. If I go outside to Crawford County, I probably smell other thing. Oh my I hear banjos playing. But what we do tomorrow's show, I wrote down, it's all about taking the wrong turn. If I waited at the stoplight, I went the other way, I would got where I wanted 15 minutes earlier. But I didn't. I say, I'm not going to wait. I go this way. I go the back way. That was my fault. I went the other way, light, another light, zooming through the light, getting to the point. Okay, I'm not going to make it that far. Turn. Where in the hell are these people coming from? Oh my God. But I got my stuff. So $20 recycle moon pie tin. Just sell it for $20. Well, if you had to pay $20 to recycle, at least sell it for $10 and make some profit off of it instead of losing it. That's everything can be sold. There's always a collector. That's what we get to. Like, why did I need that comic book? I already read it online. Why did I need that comic book? I already read it online. I know what it is. It was Supergirl from the other timeline, and well, she could morph and everything because as you turn into Superman wearing the gray and the black S, which I want to take the new Adventures of Superman figure because it's easy just to paint those, and they're all like versions. I wanted to paint that one looking like that, but Funko made one with the diagonals with the shadows and looks funky, weird, and it's like, no, that looks horrible, Funko. And how dare you make me get another Funko Pop for Harry Fishnuts? No. Harry Fishnuts. And he's wearing the checkered pajamas, which today some, I don't know. Is it just because they're lazy? Is it because anything else? I don't know. Around here, could be both. Some teenager wore his flannel pajamas walking around the store. You get these others these girls that wear those one piece ones you get from Walmart with the animal outfits, and people wearing Crocs all the time. You know, maybe that'd be part of what's next. Do we suspect that we're going to have the end of the world's coming? I mean, if the world is coming to an end and you have to escape with one thing besides family, if you had to bring something that's sentimental to you, that's physically sentimental, besides a photo album, because that's just an essential thing. The wife would always need that, or definitely thumb drives. You put all your stuff on a thumb drive, so maybe one day you get to a computer and you can download it, so that fits in your pocket. But something besides a photo album, besides a thumb drive, besides a pet, because those are essential items. Is there something you would bring with you to where to go to? It's someone actually wanted that tin. It's to mail it, especially now with the postal service being garbage. Especially now with the postal service being even worse because the holiday season increase in prices. there's always someone's going to buy it. Or locally, it's like, a flea market, or say, here's a gift to you. It's like, you like moon pies? I get you the tin. Oh boy, I can put all my toys in it. A decoration, even, you can always store stuff in it with the Dutch cookie tins. Women put all their sewing kits, sewing materials in there. That's the old joke. The grandma's sewing kit is her is a Dutch cookie tin. So for me, it would be sticking to Master Universe accessories in there. But I use a Swiffer, those refillable Swiffer things. It's got the green thing, but it holds enough long items so I could put the Skeletor's battle ram staff in there, and other swords and heads. I've been using the jars from the Amish, but they're round. They have lids on it. So, okay, I can look at everything, but they don't fit properly. So it's right now just full of papers. Yes, I did. Hairy fishnets. Because that's, mistletoes. There's an old Bloom County Opus ornament. He's got missiles on his toes. Mistletoes. And my joke was trademark. Hairy fishnets. But for my character, it's the spelling of Harry, not Harry. So, yes, the way you spelled it, that's how I used to say it. Hairy fishnets. So in terms of hairy fishnets, hairy fishnets, so no, hairy fishnets. Hairy fishnets. Yeah. Copyright. But for my character, I was like, I can't spell Harry like that. I have to spell Harry as a name. So it's Harry Fishnets. And because it's just a label, my Funko Pop says that's Harry Fishnets. Me wearing my flannel pajamas, holding a Christmas wreath in one hand and a stocking in the other, with the Harry Potter accessories from not Slovene, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff. HR Huffin stuff. HR Puffin stuff. That one. The one with the lion. I'm not much on, I got to them. And that gave me my free shipping because I wanted those accessories. Just have those accessories. But I still want to do two more. One is the landowner in Scotland and Lord President of the Guardians of Gallifrey. Because at one time, I was in charge. It was dark times. I will admit to that. I'm a good leader when I have those that want to help. So that's why I feel very much indeed happy and grateful with the other show. I feel that I'm trying my best to accomplish something. I know it's all working out. We all work it out together as a group, as it should be. But when I'm left alone to do multiple things by myself and expected to go by deadlines, yeah, that's when things don't work out right. Just saying. Mr. McGee, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. David Banner's believed to be dead, and he must make the world believe that he is dead until he can find the. Did you know that NBC did not like the term Bruce? So for the show, they made the character Bruce Banner into David Bruce Banner. Because at the time of the 70s, all the things that were going on. Exactly. I get high with a little help from my friends. Well, this show makes me high because it's just the happiness thing. I'm so happy to do it. And even though I had that one moment of my breakdown of, why is nothing changing? And then being scolded at, and then you say, well, this and that. I snapped out of it real fast. Believe me. Excuse me. I think I changed the timeline. I just hiccuped. I can switch personalities very easily, very quickly. I'm just a sweet transvestite. No, 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 no. Not with my skin. But the reason NBC wanted David Banner because the time of the 70s and oh my God, the Village People, all these things going on. They thought Bruce was not a good name for the character of Dr. Banner, even though the comic book has been around forever. The reason why he went from gray to green is because the coloring situation. Otherwise, the Hulk would have remained gray since the beginning. But they brought him back when coloring changed in the 80s and 90s, as it kept flipping back and forth. That's why Gray Hulk became Mr. Fix-It and had that whole different attitude and playing on all these things. That's what would be kind of cool if someone, well, if all this armor can come off, right? If they could do something, different legs. If we do something since all this can come off, this would probably be the best for it. If you can switch out the arms, do not have the armbands, but different arms, remove all the outfits, maybe use the hips from Masters of the WWE figurine and a green leg and a gray leg. We can have the Green Hulk and the Gray Hulk together because they're fighting for control, like Too Bad. That would be an awesome figure. Green Hulk, Gray Hulk fighting for control. That would be a very awesome figure that someone should make. I mean, if it was available, of course I would buy it. Because I say, well, look at this unique figure right there, my figure. But if I throw out the idea here, and I'll throw out the idea, I may throw out the idea when we do the first edition, when we do the first toy edition. Norton says I need to fix a lot of things. So, well, you know what? I got 28 gigabytes of junk. How is that when I got a third party telling me it took care of everything? But for $21.96, Norton Utility Ultimate can fix all 8,099 performance issues, 141 broken registries, and 140 broken shortcuts. My third-party program supposedly already did. But then again, it didn't. I'm looking for Mike Hunt. Hey, fellas, have you seen Mike Hunt? But I'll mention this multiple times. If someone wants to turn this figure into the Green Hulk, Gray Hulk, it'd be like Too Bad. Just use the hips from Masters of WWE and regular legs. I don't even think Barbarossa Custom has feet without gnarly toenails. The Hulk doesn't have toenails; he just has big feet, which we still need big feet. Oh, we can. The feet could possibly be from the Masterverse Savage He-Man. So just boil the feet, pop them on there because he has big feet. It's a Hulk, for God's sakes. Arms. just clean legs. Just use a Masters WWE lower torso for the waist and the legs. Uh, Masterverse Savage He-Man's feet, the arms from a Masters of WWE. Use his torso and make 2 Hulk heads, green and gray. That would be a most excellent custom figure for anyone to have. Yeah, I would love to have it, but I tell you the idea, make it happen. Just give me the credit that I gave it to you. Make a YouTube short that, hey, has anyone seen my cunt? Probably will. Hey, has anyone seen my cunt? Hey, fellas, has anyone seen my cunt? Why, you little... My second video for Technology Sucks did not reach the levels I wanted to. Last time I looked, a couple days ago, was 9. I had 1.3 thousand on that first video and 9 on the second video. I made sure the name was the same too. Oh, my giddy aunt. Oh, crabs, oh, carrots. Oh, Jamie. Jamie. Oh, crumbs. I almost went to Hartnell there. I did tell that story. I told that story the last time Doctor Who did Doctor Who. When I mentioned about that the Big Finish audio, and I somehow the performer who I talked about, I said didn't sound really like the first Doctor, and he said, "Well, I'm gonna keep trying." It's like, whoa. He didn't subscribe. I was just telling the truth. Yeah, that's what the show is about. It's telling the truth. And you know what? Sometimes people can't handle it. You can't handle the truth. We're just talking here, just talk about stuff. That's all we're doing. I just want people to feel entertained. You learn something. That's another thing. The disclaimer thing that's in my notes over there, I don't think that's necessary for next week's show or the Toy Crew show, but it'll be ready for me to read if we do talk about something that's like, well, these are our opinions. Everyone has opinion. This is just what we're talking about here. Don't need to be offended. However I said it, I didn't. Only Timescales knows what it is. I did not send it out to anyone else. Mainly because I forgot. But it's between, he and I know what I wrote on email and on paper. I fixed it on paper after the email corrected it. The AI corrected the whole thing and said, oh, okay, that sounds better. Little tweaks here or there. Well, it's still an email. The email that is there and on paper because I fixed it once it told me the right articulation of words. But if it comes about that we need to say the disclaimer, it's there. I don't really think I need to make a video of the disclaimer, because it's nothing right now we're talking about is should be offending anyone. Maybe if maybe the time of doing, if Dave does any shows for sports and alcohol, anything like that, that's like 21 and over kind of thing, I may do a video for it later, just to have it on record for both accounts. So you just go play that bad boy and let it roll. So no one could be offended or triggered by anything. I mean, I guess I get triggered. Someone said to me, jokingly, I guess, "You're all covered up. Looks like you're gonna be, going to be grinding stuff." It's like, I'm trying to protect myself against people, and I stop myself from saying any bad things. anything that goes beyond sarcasm. Someone says something, yeah. I said, yeah, someone get blood splattered over my face. Yeah, that's what my dad got put in prison for. When someone I knew, I thought he was a real piece of work, but turns out I knew where he worked too. And so we became, we became chummy. So we'd laugh and talk about things. So I would put up with his angry old man thing. So yeah, you're just faking it. When COVID came about, he said he wasn't walking around he didn't wear a mask. I said, why aren't you wearing a mask? He said, I have COVID. And he gave up. He just gave up on everything because he was an older man. So that was that. He knew he wasn't gonna. He couldn't live anymore. The disease, whatever symptoms happened, that was it. He passed away. Oh man, I could have got that thing. Oh man, I could have got that thing. My best friend's dad was trying to put himself into better shape because he lost his wife due to cancer quite a while ago. They were both overweight, so he's trying to be healthy and exercise. He went to the gym. Why? And he got COVID from the exercising. His kidneys shut down, and now he's on dialysis as well. My old friend's on dialysis because no one knows why. The VA cannot figure out why his kidneys shut down. Maybe because he drinking all the sweet tea, all the diet drinks, all the things that the word die is in a drink. You should not drink it. Unsweetened. I mean, he was overweight and unhealthy. And so now it wasn't bad enough that he screwed up his leg because he didn't wear the boot. And he screwed up his other leg. So he walks like the penguin. That'd be kind of nice. Let's go back up here and say, play that funky music, white boy. Someone's told me, a subscriber for a year, I should do ASMR. I said, well, I won't be doing those things that girls do with the whole. Yeah, scratching. Yeah. There's a guy on Instagram. He goes, "Hi, let's take a moment. Relax. Put everything down. You close your eyes or stay here with me. Just breathe in and breathe out. Let go of all the stress." And let's work on your hands, wiggle them a little bit here and there. Just feel the tension go away. So I don't remember these things. He said I should just do ASMR. So yeah, that's kind of the thing there. The way that dude does it for, bring yourself back down. Don't need to stress out. Sticks playing angry young man. Why must you be such an angry young man when your future looks quite bright? I can tell. If I would sing when I couldn't, but if I take a song lyric and just kind of like, but then the copyright things, like, am I doing it right? We cannot play music, but if you can sing it yourself, it's not copyrighted. So if, like me reading a poem, I did that and I was going to continue the spoken word of me reading monologues, me reading poems. That's kind of an ASMR thing. With the new show, I'm just kind of so focused on the topics, on trying to get everyone together to do this. So I'm kind of neglecting my show, but to bring it on the other show, like when Mark told me to read the poem. So to do that is important. The voice. If I just lower my voice again, and have the whole soulfulness, reading stuff. That would be that is an important thing. I lose track of things. Things just keep going by so fast. Okay, I'm going to click the link that you sent me. What is that ad? LCD sound system. That Punk is playing at my house. Here's a video. It's got 33,000 likes. He's got 105,000 subscribers. Okay, I like the video. I'm going to listen to it again later. That's hilarious. Yeah, no, 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 no. I just clicked on the link and it went straight to there. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's say, hey Daft Punk, can I borrow your let's talk about that on the Legend Charming TARDIS. I think Dave said the same thing. He had the artist create the music and play the music, and that he was, YouTube said, no, no, no. It's like the actual artist is here doing this, authorization, but the AIs are taking control. You cannot control any of that stuff. When the for the intro for Spill the Geek Tea, I know the volume, I think he has to pay again, like money, he has to pay money again to activate it, to raise the volume. But he wanted me to record my voice and send it to them to put on her. I was like, can I just, you know, record it and not give my voice to them? And he did that. My voice is not sold to that AI company. He made the video. He took my voice from the video I made, the intro. I did the intro, send that, and I just put it on there. And as I guess that's how the recording came out. That it was just sadly it was on that you know level 2 instead of level 10. But I did not sell out my voice. I mean, I have so many voices I can't remember what I'm trying to use anymore. Okay, that makes sense. Tribute to Daft Punk. But I guess we don't really have the copyright for it. And if we did, again, YouTube would say, say, hey, AI, stop being stupid. It's like the AI has been taking control of, is it going to change? I'm just looking at everything just moved it all at one time on here. Like, no, zero. Um, when Facebook looks back on old posts and say, "Yeah, you can't, you're violating terms," like, for what? What am I violating, Facebook, that you are taking off something from beforehand that I shared from Facebook? Because I was in Facebook jail for 30 days before, as I could not share or like anything. And even a couple months ago, he said, "You like too many things. You need to stop liking too many things." I'm trying to give these people credit that they did something, that I appreciate what they did. No, you like too many things. That's wrong. You're a robot or something stupid. And now that someone showed a video on Instagram about the robots and having synthetic skin, we're getting Westworld kind of robots going on here now. It's like, first is worrying about, is it what kind of person this is, Now I was wondering, are you a freaking robot that's gonna kill me kind of thing? Is that you are everything is there. It's like, you're too perfect. And then the red eyes come out and like rip your head off your spine and rip your head off and pull your spine out of your body, and like death robots, they're all around. and then they why don't they just go attack the gang members, get rid of them first. But no, they're gonna be attacking the innocents, and then it'll be a whole movie series, and then like this second or third movie is the gangs are trying to attack these robots. You're gonna try to attack a robot? You're that stupid? They just rebuild themselves. They're freaking AI. They're in a computer. They can go on their phone and just someone can have their phone on them and just electrocute them for God's sakes. Hey man, what's happening? Zzz, things like that. It's all just craziness. I think the heater just came on, but it feels cool. It's kind of weird. Wow, I'm at 2.5 hours again. Okay. 7:20 here. I don't need to check my email as much. I want to get onto Facebook, play Hero Wars because I'm addicted to that. And I know that probably Oz has his show tonight. So Kenny's got to I'll be going to sleep because I need my not so much 8 hours sleep because now that the back pain is from the hernia is acting up because of the pressure, change in temperature. But if I can't get Lord Byron and Mark Muncy on anytime soon, I want to do the scary story things. We can have one scary story per person, and then we'll relate another episode for another scary story. Because again, the person I knew had two stories. Person I know has one story. And of course, me, because now there's a part 4. I'll tell that again. We don't have to tell during, it has to be for Christmas just because this is any time. This is not happening. Scary stories of Christmas, scary stories of Halloween. This is just an episode of scary stories that will continue onward as I have 4 stories right there. So that's 4 episodes with just me for that. So we all have our little things here and there. So with the first person with the UFO, then with their ghost story, the other person with their ghost story, mine with my 4-part ghost story now because the 4th one happened the other night. I honestly looked at my leg to see if there was a scratch, and there's a light line against my leg. I'm thinking, okay, was this a sock? It just went from my calf down to my foot. It just felt like something was. Maybe and the stories will be done after I go see the psychic. So that's the psychic story may be its own story. I don't know yet. I just have to keep saying this because I have to remind myself I got to go see a psychic because I don't think I'd go to a church and find a priest. To find a priest in Orlando is like, let's go to a super church. Oh, you going to give me some money? Screw you. Any decent church is closed. Any super church, they want more freaking money. It's like, hell no. You're an AI psychic? Gadget is a psychic empath. Gadget could not help. She's the one that told me. And this was a reminder of when I saw William Lamb, the horoscope man. No one. We don't have someone as brave as Sarah Connor to do anything like that. Anything that Arnold's too old. He couldn't even do any more rewriting the sequel movies, which they tried to do that last one. The last one's supposed to have 2 more sequels. It failed. That's a shame. It's sad. I would like to have had Terminator movies fixed, especially with that one with the new cast, and that totally blew. The one had Matt Smith in it, 11th Doctor, for a little glimpse. Things are, like I said, when you get the dudes in the black suits coming up to your driveway and asking, "Did you see anything last night?" They're around. No denying that. But with the spirit world, when there's so many things happening, and when Mark Muncy talks about how he had that doll, I can tell you his story. There was a doll, a boy doll, and it was in a box. And he said, "What are we gonna do with this? Let's give it to Mark." Mark had to prep the box, and they said it's not prepped enough, so he had to redo it, everything to keep the boy in the box. And then when the boy was given to his nice family, put up in the attic or the basement, I think he was put in the no, he was put up in the attic. And there was another demon in this people's houses. So you don't talk to them. You don't deal with that one. That one you leave alone. But the boy heard laughter and everyone's happy. After all these years, he became happy. He was no longer jealous, no longer angry. He was calm. He was at peace because he was at a place where he felt safe. So why was there any more anger? There's no more anger for him. He was fine. The other one, you just left the other one alone. That cannot be dealt with. But the boy doll was at peace in his box. And that's what I want for all of us. I just want us to be at peace and calm. There's too much garbage out there. Too many of the fog people, too many of the gangs that are destroying our society because they were let in. And nothing's done about it. When you get someone that's so, well, I like what you have. I'm going to take it. Too much evil, too much darkness. And that's why I kind of wish things did not go south the way they did. Because when I see it, get this information, I'm supposed to relay everything. Like, who would I relay it to now? How do I know everything was done right? I don't. I honestly don't. Especially when my head got, I felt this freaky feeling ever since I said to that portrait, "Oh, you're so beautiful." And I kept saying throughout the mall, I was like my other ex-girlfriend, she was at, last story, Terror on Church Street in Orlando, back when it's still around. She had, and now we have them in Colorado as well, and Apopka, Florida. Of course, those are Cubans, Venezuelans. There was a spirit following her, and we weren't together yet, but she said, "I have someone at home." And then the spirit sat next to her when she was eating. "So I have someone at home. I appreciate you, but thank you, but I got someone." And the spirit left. I could have given that ghost story already for the next story, but yeah. Yeah. Insane ex co-hosts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said it. But so that was her short story. Because she has that feeling, But the spirit did leave. They felt it. They did the whole scan thing. It was gone. They were following her. They was following her, and then it left. It's like, okay, I understand. So it's a nice, friendly spirit. Just So, oh, you're such a nice person. I want to. No, sorry. Find someone else. If Gadget couldn't do anything, and every time I was walking through the mall saying, I appreciate you, but it's best here. I'm not. Look at me. Don't even try to possess me. I'm deteriorating, and I comb my hair, and it's like, oh my god, I was like, oh, okay, I had a pimple on my eye here. Took 2 days for it to dry out, and I think just went hook. I got too many things, and all that coming out. So yeah, I don't need. I'm not the perfect person to possess or anything else. I'm deteriorating every single day, like any human. best to stay in your portrait. If you want to help heal me, we greatly appreciate it, and we'll see how things go. But I am in no. What's the point of that root activating shampoo when they say it this? We had to use it for 6 months or more, pay all this money. Screw you. Everything's just coming apart. I'm not the best thing in the world. She said I wasn't a doctor. That kind of upset me. But you know what? We live, we learn, and then there's loves. Over 2.5 hours, I had 7 likes. That's amazing. I'm down to 2 more subscribers, and I'll be good to go with. Oh, Oz started part 2 of his show half an hour ago. And Jay's talking about Ghostbusters Hasbro 2 hours ago. I think Kenzo's Customs. Oh, yes. And Oz has his show going on. That's why tonight is like 1 more subscriber. I'll be hitting 200. Now I'm going to ask for more. I'm going to ask for, at least everyone to subscribe because, again, with the bots and everything else and everyone else decides to drop off. Like when I hit 100 people on Instagram, it's like, oh my God, I had 100 people. Now I'm down to 97. So sad. So when I hit over 200, it's like, yeah. Oh my God. So my associates and acquaintances and, like I said, Oz starts at, Oz hasn't started yet. It's supposed to have started 2 minutes ago. I'll give him a like. So he should be on any moment now. But not what? Toy Polloy. He's got Toy Polloy. He works with Corey Makeshift Create. Yeah. They can figure something out. Something for me. Okay, I gotta watch his video. So thank you, gentlemen. Thank you all others that have been dealing with me for the past 2.5 hours. I'm surprised. That's the thing. That's Oz. I asked him about any Saturday shows, but he's got his show. He does his marathons and stuff. So it's understandable. He's got his toy hunting on Saturday morning, everything else. Me, I was just trying to think, well, when we can do all these things. And tomorrow's show is just about, there's another hair. It got on my patch. It's about, what's it? Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So it's just a couple of us talking about, it's 55 minutes. The toy show, if we can aim it for 2 hours, definitely. I'm not sure about 3 hours, but if it's 3 hours, that's half hour. That's another show. When it reaches at the end of 2 hours, if it comes to the third hour, that'll be a show for another time. We need to have backup episodes for filling in when we're not available. That's what, because I don't want to say we're on a break. We just started, we're on a break. So what? We just don't have anyone else coming in. The absurd Motu toys from the Gen Experience. That's a 15-minute video. Whoa. That dude is definitely Gen X. Can I save to watch later? Yeah. So I'm going to watch a couple other things first. Wow, $1.99. If we can tweet 2,000 people, And then I say, okay, I'm at 2,000. What happened here? I got 2,000 people. I posted on Facebook. I posted on Instagram. I did a video last night as on Instagram. I said, okay, short video because I was tired. I just need 5 more people or 4 more people just to, out of the 97 people that follow me on Instagram, I have 20 or so on Spill the Geek Tea on Instagram, but I follow more of them than they follow me. But at least they're following, so maybe they'll jump on the bandwagon. It's like, we talk about everything here, peoples. We're having fun. This is not, interviews and stuff. It's just have plain old conversations like, oh, we have something in common. We're all part of this massive society of things. And even though I can't get my old boss there to jump on or talk to me for anything or Miss Temperamental, now they're just somebody that I used to know. Somebody I used to know. Just to say, this is what we're doing. We're having fun with it. We want people to be entertained. We want people to watch and say, keep coming back. Say, so, oh, you subscribe, you like us. You really, really like us. Is there something you want us to talk about? We'll talk about virtually anything except politics. Religion's an iffy thing. But again, that would be the disclaimer. The disclaimer would pop in for politics and maybe about different types of alcohol because I won't be on that show. Everyone else wants to run it. Dave wants to jump in on the other account and do his thing there. Timescales wants to do that. Go ahead. We'll save it to our computers and then we'll have it in the archives. But I think we'd have to create another show, Spill the Geek Tea After Dark. That's that joke we're doing on Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Legend of the Traveling TARDIS After Dark. Hello. I'm your host, Tasty Cake. That's right. I'm your host, Tasty Cake. And we're going to have a wild night tonight. Well, we joke enough for the foodie episode about Jessica and her balls. Sontaran balls. So every year I will make that joke. Remember we had what was it? Baywatch Nights. David Hasselhoff becomes a detective with 2 other people, and at one episode he gets bitten by a vampire. That was the second season. The first season was he was a detective and it failed, so let's make it supernatural. So Baywatch Nights, and that failed altogether. So we went just back to doing Baywatch. Just show those sexy girls in their bathing suits, which are former Playboy playmates and stuff like that, and then have 14 models not doing anything, but just to show them off. No storyline, but just see all the girls in the bathing suits. The Spill the Geek Tea After Dark is it's pretty much the alcohol episode, or in essence, the more of the adult themes. What types of alcohol you drink or can you make, type of thing. What kinds of sports you make. So it's you're a geek because you like sports. You like to, oh yeah, the man cave, stuff like that, or and sports range from football to whatever. Dave plays the not cribbage, the Harry Potter game, but you don't use that name, so you switch names on it. Game, or we can do music thing, I guess. We can do everything, anything and everything. But if I can get Nils and Jason on like they said they would, it just be talking about how they get into how they got into the whole thing and who they listened to and was famous people they met kind of thing. Then we could throw in, I throw in my dad's story, throw in my mom's story about trying to find me in Vegas and who she met. Hilarious. I don't have a rock and roll story. I know that Meatloaf said he wasn't going to protect himself, so he got COVID and he let himself die. So I know 2 people that had problems from COVID. I know some other people that have lost taste, and some people lost their hearing, but they're young, so they recovered. But like any virus, I don't want to catch any damn virus. I'm protecting myself. That's the whole point. I don't want to deal with it. Oh, I see. Kenny has jumped over to Oz's channel. That's why. Went over. I'm still live. So Oz is on his show, and I've posted, "I knew Kenny left, and I'm still live." Just to get that mark. But yeah, it's uh, oh my god, Kenny's still watching. I went way over. I went way over. So Kenny's still watching on his phone. That's funny. Okay, so yeah, I mean, my god, almost 3 hours. That's crazy. Yay! So oh yeah, Oz's, Kenny's on Oz's page, so, I just do a copy paste. Can I do a copy? But yeah, I went over. My goodness gracious, I need to go on Facebook and play Hero Wars and prepare for tomorrow's episode. 5:15. Yeah, this is live. It's nothing, but I'd really get. It's almost close. I got a hair on my keyboard. Where'd the hair go? Oh, I accidentally hit stop. Whoa. Ghosts of Christmas Past? Holy figure obscura, the Ghost of Christmas Past, $60 for. She is a beautiful figure. Oh, no, I'm not going to go there. I already talked about resetting Windows. I don't need it on live stream. Did I get the hair off? I didn't. I got the hair off. Got the hair off my keyboard. Okay. Craig, I think you're the only one left on here. So, Kenny's watching too. Yeah. This whole numbers thing. I don't know. See, he's watching. Yeah. I don't get it. Okay. I got to clean the floor up. Okay. I kind of cleaned the floor up. I almost did, pretty much. I'll leave that there. Okay. Longest one I've ever done, just talking. The keyboard is going. Wow. I never had keyboards like that. I remember I used to go to Big Lots to just buy that whole yellow keyboard and like just a simple yellow keyboard, no And I got a mechanical one, which is light kind of blinks out here and there, but and one of those nice proper keyboards that don't fit on my tray, so you don't hurt your wrist. Ergonomic. Things that made sense and they don't make anymore because people just don't want all fancy schmancy, all lights and everything else. I like my lights. I like the adjustments I change on here for the volume. Ew. And that thing doesn't have any holes in it, just the whole one sheet of something to push the buttons. You get one of those air cans. I went to Sam's Club and I bought those air cans. So every once in a while I'll spray it. Every once in a while I'll spray my computer too. Because a lot of fans in it, but still a lot of dust in the wind. Once I can find it, I just send you that keyboard, just have it as a backup. Or you can go to ducky.com and they get like for $250 or something, a duck keyboard. So you had to push those little duck heads. Mine doesn't not secure on there. I have it on the Microsoft the control button. No. I have it on the Microsoft button. Yeah, everything is, but they got ones for little duckies, the yellow ducks on the keyboard, and they quack every time you push it. Quack, 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 just to annoy you to ends like quack, 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 quack. New. When I'm typing on a mechanical keyboard, you can hear me typing it on the microphone. That's why I had to be muted sometimes on the other show. Exactly. Quack, 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 quack. But I ordered some more ducks. I had to. Because I wanted one of the flat ones, so I can replace my escape button. Just go boop boop with the duck, and I had to throw away money to get some more ducks. That one, the fidget is just a fidget. Just push the button, just up and down, up and down. The other one actually has the sound chip in it to make it quack. It's like that costs more money. I didn't want to justify it. And the other duck fell somewhere back there. So one day I had to clean all this up. One day I need to make more organization again. And man, like a good example, I had the mask behind me. I had the mask hanging from there. But now I want the toy crew, which I got to send the pictures off to Mark to say, okay, just make them this small and I'm going to cut them out. So it can be just on a white background. I'm going to cut them out and stick them on the cardboard there because these are people that are going to be on the show. Radical Toys stays there because he's the one that drew my picture for Tasty Cake. So that's perfectly fine. Oh, yes. Remember the 5th of November. Some movies I've never seen. 6 more minutes. I'm going to do 6 more minutes. It's hilarious. But I want to put the toy crew there. So as long as the pictures are maybe just a little bit smaller, I got to take out the ruler and ask Mark. We can all survive 6 more minutes. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Yes. Let's paint some happy little trees. Let's paint this little cabin here where we know there's a serial killer has buried all the bodies underneath the floorboards of this nice little cabin in the woods. And right besides his big old tree in the middle is where he sharpens his axe. So there's lots of marks in the tree, but that's how he gets it ripe and ready. Why doesn't he just use a grind saw or something like that? But that makes too much noise. So he just kind of chops the trees down and then lets them grow again. And when they grow again, he chops them down because he's that kind of a psycho. And he always hides but always hides the bodies underneath the floorboards. How does he not hear the hearts beating like telltale heart? Because he doesn't read. He doesn't know how to read. He goes into a store and says, looking for basting stuff. You got basting stuff? And manager goes, it's on aisle 2. Say, I can't find it. You probably sold out of it. The look on my manager's face, because it's Saturday, he only had half a day. He went down aisle 2 and grabbed it for the guy. Then the guy went to another lane because I didn't want to deal with him. That's stupidity. Or those that put stuff on the end of the conveyor belt, where on my merchandise is. They put their stuff on my other merchandise. So I'll be right back. I say, you know what? I won't be. Put up the clothes sign, put up the chain, and I just headed to the restroom. Wash my hands. Wash my hands for 20 seconds to say, yes, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. I now have 2 extra gifts for you. I don't understand that with UPS. I've had problems with FedEx, of course. Even before that, when I had to drive down up the interstate to where I knew where they were, but to show my paperwork and say, well, oh, here's your package from Big Bad Toy Store. To UPS, which was in the other city, which it took me forever driving around downtown Macon, not knowing where it was because I don't have my GPS on me. And then to find a place, cool chick was like, yeah, we're such a bad location, no one can find us. And I drove by them, not turning my head to the left. I looked to the right. So I would have saved myself probably half an hour if I looked to the left. With the Postal Service, it's, over the years, believing my friend ordered something for me. And so between believing he ordered it and it was Porch Pirates, or he just didn't order it at all, but I can't prove it. So there's that last book of poetry that I was in from the now defunct poetry.com. But the book is listed in the Library of Congress. But I just don't have that last book, which I had a poem in, to have my possession. And the first book I had, which was a different kind, and when I fixed the poem after I sent it in, because I just had this one long sentence across the board. So I fixed it so everything was like more structured. Say, why couldn't I have done that the first time? But we all learn. So I have 3 out of the 4 books of a poem that I wrote available. So at least I say I am published. The rest of them are just floating. I wrote one was for Challenger. Challenger? Yeah, Challenger's first. I think it was the year Challenger situation. I don't want to say the words. I just don't want to bring it back. Thankfully, I didn't see what happened. I went back inside to the cafeteria, told the vice principal, and then we came out and saw something, and then we watched it on repeat on the news over and over again. So that explained what that was. Like, really? You want to traumatize us? That is, everything happened. I had the title of the Chinese New Year, year of the whichever it was. And I used all letters from Challenger as the first letter for every single line. I think it was Year of the Pig. I have it somewhere in my notes. I remember I wrote it years later. I wrote it probably 20 years later. I wrote the poem. And it all fit. It's just, whew. So I have many poems somewhere, not gone, just in a folder somewhere, that I would love to be read on my show. But I just cannot sit down and write a poem anymore. It's gone. It's just behind me for right now. Yeah, 80, it was junior high. I think the last year junior high, and then it just came back out, and there was that puff. But I had to watch it. We still next day we still in school. No, phase us by all that stuff. But uh, 3 weeks to arrive. Whoa. That'd be interesting. It's after 3 hours. Okay, we matched the 3 hour thing. Watching. Yes, the people that knew the astronauts that were up there had to happen. I remember with Columbia, I was sitting in the car. My dad was at a third party Ford dealer trying to get parts, and the local station said Columbia. Yeah, I was sitting in the car and it said Columbia. And my dad came back in and said something happened with Columbia. I said, oh no, we lost 2 shuttles because it was not properly funded. No, not funded. Taken care of. They did not take care of the shuttles, and we lost people. This first with the original 3 astronauts, which my memory doesn't work right. So we did a quiz on it. It's like how many American astronauts lost their lives? I said 7. It's like no, it was 10 because you count the original ones. Like yeah, but I can't process a lot of things. I do have a bit of a disorder, which they passed me anyway because I tried. I knew I was a good student. I tried. I participated. Just recalling some things. Yet when I took a class from another professor years later, he said, "Here are all the tests. You know, memorize everything, and then we're going to give you a final test with all these quizzes and tests combined." And I took her class twice because first time I didn't do well. I was trying to understand, but I was able to memorize everything, ace the test, I passed. When I took her class again, I took her again for a different class. I wanted to make I wanted to make an A, and I aced the final test. It was the same thing. You go through and it was me using my theater brain trying to get everything organized, and I did. I did the same thing when I took uh, uh, memorizing paintings from different artists. I had cassette playing. I had meditation, Mozart for meditation, Bach for breakfast. I had that playing when I was looking at the pictures and writing down the names of who drew the pictures. And so just, it helped. It helped my brain, and I was able to pass the test. I didn't do that when I was in theater. You know, it just finally clicked in my head with Paul. Wow. Yeah. So all these things, the program was just, it's sad and disgusting how we can have phones that can do all these things, but we cannot send. And I'm not even sure those 2 astronauts are still in the space station after all this time. We just kind of like stopped talking about it. Thank you, Kenny. Uh, uh, between Thanos. I need to get Thanos on too. So I follow Thanos. Right. Let me see here. Let me get up another screen here because I was keeping Oz up here. I can do Instagram one in my room. I go sleep. I still gotta watch Kenny's Modulok. I watched Mr. Home Arcade's version. He tried to do 3 versions of Modulok and it didn't work like the instructions said. Which I lied. Of course, I want to get above 200 just because any bots, but right now, 200. I'm not gonna post it. I'm not. I know Katie's boasting everything for me, but I'm not gonna post it. But just in case any bots, anyone leaving, that's what I want to try to get over. But right now, okay, big smiley face, laughing shark. Yeah, I gave a heart to that one thing. Can one person please subscribe to this YouTube channel? He's been streaming 3 hours to get 200. You only have to click the bell. It's a fun show. Thank you. So between the time scales and Kenzo's creations, maybe I can get another 20 just to be able to save the like between all the postings. Like, but right, come on, I don't need this thing. Get it off my screen. Thank you. Oh yes, I'm gonna do the heart thing. Yay! But right now it's a yee. So my number is there, but just in case. Yes, thank you. Again, I had 100 people on Instagram. Well, 100 subscribers. And then she deleted both of hers. And this was, I had close to it. Other people unfollow, say, why would you unfollow me? I'm spectacular. I never say that, you know. I just love to entertain people, make people happy. But I had people drop out. And then when she used both of her accounts, I reached 100. And then when she left, and then someone else left, it's like, wow. I mean, I can honestly say it would be nice if all the people involved with the show would follow me. But to stay at the 200 plus, that'd be great. Just because, Dave's looking for 250. Like, well, I even used the backup account to add myself because I said, well, I use the backup account to give anyone support. Just had to tell me I don't remember. But it's just justification of, wow, this is spectacular. I want to improve. I want to make more videos again. The ASMR thing is pretty much the unspoken word where I will read a poem. I'll do a monologue in the lower tone voice, which is very soothing and connecting. I just want to make sure the talk show is running smoothly and properly because with such an amazing group of people, I want everyone to be noticed. I want everyone that is noticed and they are on the show for other people to notice the rest of us in unison, how much fun we're having with everything. I know of one, but not legally or not hand in hand. Not. Uh, I'm not friends with one person anymore. I guess I just in Kenny's sake didn't see anything wrong with. I guess I just I don't know. Ask for too much. Say, "Hey, could you be my friend?" And you can. I don't know how to act. If I knew how to, I know how to act. I just don't know how to act. I uh, I hide behind so many characters over the years. I will tell this tale as I always do. I think I told it when you interviewed me about. I'm sure I did. My late director Paul Wickman. He was known. You can look him up online. Paul Wegman, uh, a, a teacher, actor from New York. He played Miss P at the Parliament House. He was an old drag queen. He had that raspy voice because he smoked all the time. And he just acted that way. This whole thing. When he brought me in for the second play, because he was admired by the way I was in the first play, but like, don't I get your head? When someone interviewed him, a student play in college, it didn't happen. But when the guy came up to me and my not at the time yet girlfriend, uh, was it her? Because she had multiple personalities. I'm not joking. She had multiple personalities. She had you know a bad uncle and family's a bit what? Anyway, he I'm gonna do it in Paul's voice. He told us said when he asked Paul about me, he said, Tom doesn't know his lines, can't remember his blocking, can't do anything right. But then that son of a bitch will go up on stage and do everything perfectly. He's a effing a-hole. As we laughed, she said, that's a compliment. I said, oh, I know. Oh, yeah, I know. From Paul Wegman, that is a huge compliment. That guy, he wants perfection. He's like, he knows that we could do it, but he was so angry at me because I was in college. I was trying to get my everything taken care of, which it didn't really work out that way because I hung around with the theater department. I messed up so much there. I should not have hung out with the theater department. I was like, we just did a play together. I feel so cool. You're all yeah, but you kill people, and I'm not even in contact with any of them. I still can't remember who played Sherlock Holmes in The Crucible of Blood. You know, I swore I saw him on an episode of Melrose Place, and I just cannot remember his name. And it's sad. But when I get back to the college and I say, could you look it up in the files? Could you pull out the files that show back in the day, Christopher Blood, who played Sherlock Holmes? Because it's driving me crazy. I need him. I know he appeared in Melrose Place. I wasn't sure it was one episode. I wasn't sure it was the entire season, but then I can tell someone else, like, this was the guy. This was the guy who I worked with, and he was Sherlock Holmes. Oh, I lost track of time. Okay. Okay. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. I would use a bigger group of people for Tasty Cake, for Spill the Geek Tea, the Timescales, Kenzo's Creations, RadHole.ca, Mega Jade Retro, Katie Haynes or Katie G Angel on TikTok. Ostradamus Toys, which is going on live right now and having fun. Time scales must eat his feta cheese crumbles, which is for mashed potatoes. Oh my god, I love. Mm. I grateful to everyone. As Kenny is on Oz's show right now, I'm going to jump on Oz's show, listen to everything going on, and I'm just going to keep refreshing to make sure that I love. Oh my god, I broke that number, but I would love for it to be over just in case any bots. Oh, but thank you guys. And someone else has just popped in when I'm leaving the show. But those that want to watch, there's 3 hours and 17 minutes of this show of me going on, but there's a lot of things you can learn and have a lot of fun with it. So catch me whenever I do the thing. Watch us on Spill the Geek Tea on YouTube. That's my other page. Spill the Geek Tea 1 on YouTube. Catch all of us. We're an accumulation of wackiness, brilliant information, and we have a lot of fun. So thank you all. And always remember, time waits and turns slowly.